fucking matter. Well, if you change your screen resolution,
I think you got it from the
normal screen resolution.
Mexican blanket out there.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you can't see shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it small so it doesn't fuck up the performance.
The what?
The performance?
The
Is it live,
performance?
boys?
I don't have anything yet.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. Pre-party. Technical difficulties.
4,
Yeah.
3.
Oh, I even got the. Oh fuck! I just turned it off.
What'd you just turn off?
The notification on my phone.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we're here. Holy smokes.
Wow. Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, boy. Lord have mercy.
I think everyone's in bed already.
we
Yeah. I'm sorry.
might have missed our window.
We had a couple technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We are back.
Internets. We'll be
Okay,
the
we
internet.
don't do it for the views.
Yeah.
We don't do it for the views. We do it for the hoes. Not that either. No success in that realm at all.
What a series of unfortunate events that was.
My goodness. Okay.
Hello.
I don't know if anybody's in the... Oh, all right. There are people watching.
For
Thank
some
you.
reason, 8 people
Thank
wanted
you.
to join us.
Thank you very much. Y'all been...
Thanks for hanging out. We were playing around. We got a new computer set up, and it was sassing us. So we sassed it right back. And here we are at 7:30 where I'm cracking a monster like an idiot.
I just put mine away going, it's a little late for that. So
Oh
I
my
need
God,
to,
that hits just perfect.
so turn us down a little bit. For the first time, they're saying
We're too loud.
everybody's blowing out. So I
No,
think,
it says gain needs to be turned down on Josh
well, I-
specifically.
unfortunately, I think it's, I don't know. Let's get some test audio from everybody else.
Testing. Oh, I hate yellow.
Woo! How we doing over there?
Yeah, we may need to turn that board down again because this is probably what was happening last time.
No, what's happening last time was we're on Wi-Fi.
Or no, just the audio from last time was
Yeah,
just
well, I'm going to go to our...
not even.
How
Usable.
are we doing?
Somebody in the chat, please,
Please chat
Tell
us
us.
about how loud our audio is.
how that sounds.
How's it sound?
Just Josh sounds like he's clipping, not the rest of the boys.
Okay, well, I can turn myself down. That's odd. Turn myself down. I'm turned down there. Still turn myself down. Everyone else sounds
Oh,
fine. Is my
wow.
microphone broken?
Did your wife just
I didn't trust
trade
me.
up?
Shut up. 1, 2. I'm turning myself down individually. So please elaborate and tell me how that sounds.
It's just Josh being
I don't understand.
crazy as
here we go.
usual.
I'm gonna crank.
There
that
he
way
is.
down.
There we go. That's
You sound
perfect.
pretty good.
1, 2. 1, 2. Can you hear me now?
Bring it up a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Volume good.
Just sounds fuzzy. Yeah.
Shout
this
to
is,
Fuzzy.
This is probably
30
the
seconds in the past, you
same
sound good.
thing that happened last time. 1, 2. How's that sound? Anybody? Bueller?
Not me.
Sound much better.
Okay.
That's from Double D.
I should probably not touch that and give it like 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
So rather than fucking
Let's do a little pre-show.
mess
Josh,
around
what are
with
you
it.
thinking about?
I don't know what I'm thinking about.
Really?
Just,
How's the magazine sales
I'm
going?
just all over the place. Magazine sales are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to everybody who is out there in the chat and had already snagged a copy. I might as well hit. Now Josh is down the hallway. See, this is what I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening here. Let me crank me up a little bit.
Crank me out.
Uh,
I was watching
hopefully that's better.
Thor Ragnarok the other day.
Great movie. Love that movie.
It's the
I
best.
don't know if I've seen it.
It's the best Marvel movie by a landslide.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's comedic. It's yeah. It covers the
There's like
bases.
the director's this guy from New Zealand, and he plays like a pile of rocks, a
It's-
character that's a pile of rocks,
So
and like
the director plays.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
He voices them.
and he does all these funny things, and he's talking to Thor, and he's like, yeah, no, I got this hammer, and I swing it, and it's like, yeah, okay, and he's like, yeah, no, and it pulls me behind, and he's like, it pulls you off, oh no, and it's like, this is the best humor in any Marvel movie.
What
Thor
is it, like-
Ragnarok goes way off. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's Takiti Wada is
Yeah,
his,
Takiti. Yeah, that guy's
the
so
director.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he plays this giant rock figure who's got a little worm for a friend. And like, this is my mate Mick here, and it's just oh
He's
my
got
God,
blades
it's so
instead of
good.
hands?
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's dead.
Oh, that's yeah.
So good.
I think he died. What, did somebody kill him? No, I accidentally stepped on him when we were in the battle, and I've just been carrying him around because I felt bad. It's awesome.
I'll have to get.
I'm a
you to
little
watch.
loud now. I don't think that's possible.
Double D says, how much is it going to take for you to take a bump of one of those hot sauces? $1,000.
Just setting the bar.
Yeah.
Ricky Vidub, what's up, buddy?
We did talk about this earlier. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, $1,000.
All right, I'm gonna hit the red button there. We're hitting red button there.
Hey, Ian.
Hopefully, it's not too loud.
You know what? If we actually just use our NPR voices, we'll never spike.
Ooh,
This is true.
NPR voice.
Ooh, it's a nice NPR voice today.
Little Joe, shouts to Little Joe. We are always technically difficult.
Yeah, we've never not been technically
Yeah,
difficult.
it's just you know,
It's always some issue.
37 years in, still haven't figured it out.
Mm.
You just sounded like the old man from Family Guy.
Mm.
Shut up, Stewie. Hope you boys don't find the money
Oh,
strapped
man.
in my thigh.
Got some popsicles in the basement.
Chris, would you like a popsicle?
Oh my God, Shook voiced him on the
Yeah.
show.
Seriously, dude.
Whoa. That's way better than our NPR
We
voices.
do not have the money to pay for your talent.
Well, it's free, so
Oh, what a night. P. Coots watching the boys while cleaning some injectors.
I'm here for the pizza.
Hey,
Nothing
shouts
more
to the
fun than
injector
that, man.
cleansing.
Little brake clean right in the cylinder head there. Boosh.
We
Something tells me that's not how he does it.
Yeah, you just drown the head with a
brake cleaner,
Brake
and
cleaner.
a little, small little nozzle on
little
the air
matchy
hose.
poo.
I think we're gonna go.
Let's
Here we
go.
Let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
Yo.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
We have our lovely new
Executive
I wouldn't
producer.
even say new. It's been here for a month. It's like turtle years for us.
Yeah.
Mr. Shook D.
Hiya.
All right.
And we're off.
Okay.
Yeah.
On this week's episode, amongst dealing with technical difficulties, we are going to cover the news and this past weekend's events. We've been busy, boys. We've been busy.
We've been busy.
Before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by...
Well, boys, Mother's Day is coming up soon, and it's time to have that awkward conversation with your family. It's time to tell your father to get your mother the gift of Manscaped. That's right, boys. PL doesn't have any age limit, and nothing spices up Mother's Day like a little helping of length perception. Married men, you got that special mommy at home? Spend all the time taking care of the kids while you're out shooting guns, doing oil changes, or driving cars back from New Jersey with Ransom Pete? Well, the best way to get yourself the gift while pretending to get your lady a gift is a Perfect Package 3.0. The Perfect Package 3.0 hits you with the Lawnmower 3.0, along with all of Manscaped's magical potions, like the ball toner and deodorant. Trying to make a mommy out of your girlfriend, lady, or late-night pal? Nothing helps these results like some smooth, easy-to-handle grooming with Manscaped. Whatever your situation is, grab Manscaped right now and use code REVIVAL20 to get 20% off and free shipping. Once again, new code alert, REVIVAL20 for 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped.
Manscaped.com.
Manscaped.com. RevivalMotoring.com.
Support the boys. Support your boys.
Yeah.
Hit them up.
Hit them up.
Hold them up.
Hold them up. Get, pruned.
Dump them
Yeah.
out.
You can do whatever you want with them. Dump them in, dump them out, put them on a plate,
Step up to the plate.
paint them, step up to the plate,
Knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
whatever it takes. This episode is also brought to you by New England Auto and Truck Recyclers. New England Auto and Truck Recyclers, also known as NEATR, is located in Winchendon, Massachusetts, which is central Massachusetts out there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They are the purveyors of premium recycled auto parts, engines, transmissions, body panels, wheels, used tires, interior parts, etc. All cleaned, tested, and reliable. All parts that you purchase from them also come with a 6-month warranty. Pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
If you're interested in anything like this, you can go to findusedparts.com. Again, that's findusedparts.com, or call the phone number, or call them directly, at 1-800-553-3683. 3080. And then, if you're really intrigued, you can go to their YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for all of their latest inventory. So go there, check out Neater at the YouTube or finduseparts.com.
Neater.
And, yeah, check out some stuff. I've honestly, I keep tabs. They post. I'm typically on the computer pretty late anyway.
Yeah.
But like past couple nights, I've been on the computer at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. New post.
Boosh.
Something else.
Neater got something
There's-
for you.
And
Something
there's
came in?
always, what's that?
Something came in?
Yeah, there's always stuff.
Maybe
and
an
I'm
LS.
just like, why
Maybe
do I
throw it in the truck?
do I need that? Do I need that for anything? No, I don't need that for anything. But if I did, here's the video, and they walk you through it. So if you are interested, again, that's finduseparts.com or 1-800-553-3083. Next one.
This episode is also brought to you by Heartbeat Hot Sauce. You might have heard of Heartbeat Hot Sauce from the YouTube show Hot Ones, or you've heard of us going on about it for forever. Heartbeat Hot Sauce is made from all natural ingredients, preservative-free. That means none of this watered-down chili's junk. Do you know what a pepper tastes like after being fermented for 45 days? Do you want to find out? Look no further than Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Use promo code REVIVAL for 20% off your next order. That means you can buy a 6-pack, use the code REVIVAL, get 20% off, and that literally means one bottle is entirely free. And you know what I did yesterday, actually, using Heartbeat Hot Sauce?
What'd you do?
Made pork belly tacos.
Oh.
Homemade corn tortillas.
Yep.
Right? Because we don't use flour, we use corn. We're real men. Made 3 pounds of pork belly.
Yeah.
Yep. Chopped that up fine, real nice. Made a slaw.
Yep.
Go right in there. Topped it with some the pineapple habanero.
Yep.
I had my salt. I had my fat. I had my acid. I needed my heat.
Yep.
Heartbeat Hot Sauce.
Perfect.
Came right in there.
Brought it.
Yeah.
The whole package just came
Fuego.
together.
Fuego.
I find myself trying to come up with reasons to use the hot sauce.
Yeah.
In other, like, what can I make today
Food.
that and that's the thing, is just like, all right, I want to use this one today, so I'm going to use
Yeah.
it, whatever. I'm going to make rice or something. Like, I don't know. We've done it a couple times, and each time I'm just, again, it's like the first time every time.
The first time every
Pleasantly
time.
surprised.
Yeah.
It's always so yummy.
I'm always chasing that high.
Exactly.
Heartbeat Hot Sauce giving it to me.
Trying to get back to it. So again, that's heartbeathotsauce.com. Use code REVIVAL, REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off your order. So go hit them up. I think that brings us to
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks.
Magazines, Josh.
Well, first, the most important
Most important.
right.
important callback. Happy birthday to my lovely wife,
That's right.
also known as mother of merch mommy,
Yeah.
Merch mommy.
many different
Podcast daddy.
what?
I see how it works.
Exactly.
Your
Oh,
podcast
yeah,
daddy. She's
yeah,
merch mommy.
yeah. No, exactly. So huge shouts to her, obviously for being my lovely, beautiful wife, but she also has taken up the role of office manager / shipping out of our little apartment office. She's got stacks and stacks of paper. She has a system. I try not to touch it and fuck it up.
You don't touch that
Somehow I still do.
Yeah.
My ideas are shit, so I'm gonna just put that to the side, and that's not even her saying.
Just
That's
swallow
me.
'em,
It's
swallow
me.
'em.
I just make things way more difficult than it should be.
Write them down, put them in a box.
Exactly.
Forget about them.
But no, happy birthday to you. Thank you for all your help, and I know everybody else loves and appreciates it. So
That's for damn sure. Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Callback. Yes, the other callback. Thank you, everybody, for ordering magazines. To date, when you're listening to this, or even on the live stream, this is the most we've sold ever for pre-order in particular. We're going to have to order some more, which is awesome. We didn't hit, my goal of 1,000, but that's okay because we're still growing, and that's very, very good. Huge shout to John Stairs just for coming up with the designs and making things work. That, what's the word? I'm not pessimistic, but I'm just may not be. I don't really like this or whatever. He seems to make it work and displays it in the magazine in a fashion that I can't pick. Where I picture it, he somehow makes it work better than the way I pictured it. So huge shouts to him as well on all the hard work that he's done for this issue and previous issues, of course, on this magazine. So it's obviously a group effort. Everybody kind of comes together, pulls their weight, and we create this thing and put it out into the world, and we're glad people like and appreciate it. So, shouts to everybody involved. Chuck wrote a wonderful full-page article in the magazine that's going to get you all excited and hopped up. So yeah, that's my callback to. Those are my callbacks for the day.
So is the pre-order still going? Or we done?
Pre-order is currently up right now. If so, I was going to close it last night. I let it leave for Thursday just so we could have a defined, like, I got to tell the printer tomorrow, here's how many we want.
Yeah.
They're queued up ready. I have the proof. Basically signed off on everything. I got to give them the final okay to print. And I will do that today, Thursday, when you are listening to this, by the end of probably close of business that day, because I want to get that to them before Friday, if you will. So you may have a last minute opportunity to do that when you're listening to this right now. So if you are intrigued, go to revivalmotoring.com. Pre-order yourself a copy.
My offer still stands. Anyone who buys one while we're live right now, DM me the receipt.
We had somebody do that.
It will say nice.
And I will
Corey
say
will say
something
nice things about you.
nice things about you.
I think we had somebody
Wonderful
do that
nice
from
things.
last time, but we missed them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey,
All right.
snooze you lose.
If you boys want to chime in with callbacks, while I look, because I
Yeah.
think I should have it.
I got a little bit of callback. I sent you guys, let's see, a video of one of our listeners, one of my favorite people, Mikhail.
Yes.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
him versus the Mass DOT. It was him like digging into a speeding ticket and absolutely clowning the state's lawyer. It was very nice. They should build a statue for this man. I think we should probably post a link to that somewhere. Can we can we make a playlist on our YouTube to have stuff we
can,
like?
actually.
We should put
my.
Mikhail. It honestly looks like it's going to be the most boring video of all time.
It's
And it starts slow, and then the amount of clowning he does, a.k.a. Ed Nine Man, a.k.a. guy with the Subaru SVX parts, a.k.a. Mr. stepped up to the plate.
yeah.
Yeah.
He stepped up to the plate and totally clowned the Mass DOT
is-
in front of like 3 judges. It was
It-
amazing.
It is about 28 minutes. Chuck sent it over, and I'm legally inept, if you will, in many, many ways. But I started to watch this thing because I'm like, oh, Chuck's buddy. Matter of fact, I think I've met this gentleman before, and I'm like, okay, there's got to be something to this. And then once they get past the formalities of judge stating this, why we're here, and they let the man speak, it is absolute gold.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let that guy talk.
It is it is mic drop. You can't do anything. There's nothing else left to say. Spoiler alert, kind of a spoiler alert. But when one of the judges asks, before I get too deep, are you legally trained? When one of the judges asked after your opening statement, as he's cracking a smile, I think you're going down a good path.
Yeah, I was really impressed. He's been talking about it for a while, and he's still pushing it. This is just a trial
It's right.
to go to trial. And it was interesting.
We're going grand jury,
We're going grand jury.
Yeah.
I mean, he just keeps appealing.
Supreme Court.
It's
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the highest court in the land, I think.
do you know what the ticket is for? Like, is there a cost associated with it?
Yeah, it's a speeding ticket. He's like going 70, and what they deemed was a 50 or a 55, but the speed study they did before they posted the sign said it should be 70.
Correct.
And
yes.
their law is if you do a speed study, that has to be the speed. You can't just ignore it, which is what they did.
Yep.
And that's pretty much why this guy gets clowned on. It's impressive.
It's unbelievable.
If you've got a speeding ticket and gotten absolutely fucked by the long, hard hand of the law, it's nice to see it the other way around.
Yeah, and all he's doing is asking a couple questions realistically, but he's just laying it out in a way that there's minimal. You can't rebuttal.
No, not
it's
at
just
all.
it just there's no way. Yeah, so that's a very, very good video. Matter of fact, let me go back. So
Did he get the parts, the SVX parts as well? How do you make out there?
Yeah, I believe he got it. Yeah,
He was able to get that all sorted out.
the brake booster.
Yeah, the brake booster, the control arm,
Yeah,
the ball joint,
whatever he needed, he got it.
the window switch, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, he got it.
All
and
right,
it's
good for
perfect.
him.
He stepped up to the plate. He paid all the money.
He paid that gentleman, Mr.
No, I'm
Mr.
sure he
Step
didn't.
Up to your
I'm
plate.
sure he didn't. I don't think he's the kind of guy that's gonna go with that.
Yeah,
So
it seemed like he had a strong argument against that.
the man has a strong argument usually.
Yeah, good for him.
So great gentleman.
Yeah, good for him.
And we get any more callbacks going on? I mean, I can just keep them going.
yeah, if you want to keep him going,
I've been made aware that registering K trucks in Rhode Island has become a bit of a nightmare. I'm just trying to get some information together. I was talking to our buddy at Soma about this. Heard it from a listener, and heard it from somebody else the other day. So, if that happened to you, just let me know. I'm trying to put something together.
Class action.
Trying to put together a class action. No, but Soma got told that they're not fast enough to go on the highway, which obviously isn't true. I mean, Volkswagen Bugs aren't fast enough to go on the highway if that's the definition you're using. But everyone I've had a legitimate title going in, so I don't know if you show up with the Japanese title if you just get totally destroyed. But I don't know. I'm just trying to put, if I can get enough cases of it happening, I can figure out what's going on, and we can kind of make sure people get through.
Get their ducks in a row.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
going to say, right, if there's one particular thing that, a box that's not being checked off, whatever.
Right, and I was talking to Pete, because Pete's obviously done quite a few cars, and he thinks maybe if you're going there with the Japanese title, that's an issue. But you don't need a title to register cars in Rhode Island, but you need a previous reg, which you won't have. So there's something going on. I've got some feelers out with my registry people, etc. But just trying to figure it out. I mean, everyone I know that's done it has done fine. So I'm just trying to figure out what are we doing different than everyone else is. So I don't know. If you try to register a K and get knocked down in Rhode Island, let me know. If it went right through, let me know as well, so we can kind of put together some cases and figure out what the hell's going on.
Strong case study going on here at Revival.
Yeah,
Motoring.
I know Soma's getting his lawyer involved because obviously he sells these things, so it's in his interest to
protect
get
his
these
livelihood
resolved. So I don't know, kind of weird, but sometimes the people at these organizations make up arbitrary rules and they don't realize.
Yeah, they're all wearing the badge.
Yeah, until you get a summons and you're like, oh, never mind, that's not what happened.
That gentleman purchased a magazine last week and we didn't.
This gentleman, VR Axis, you
VR
are in the
Axis.
chat room right now.
He is.
I can't tell what's more beautiful, you sir, than you or the horse you are
Rode in
next.
on.
Yeah. So
Does he have a beautiful horse?
a beautiful horse named Molly Moose.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest
As
in
I
peace.
see on the post
jeez.
here. So I am sorry to hear about your loss. However,
What a horse!
I can see the times you shared together were quite beautiful. What other cars do we have here? Is that an IS300? I like the IS300 you got here.
Very
we got
nice.
lots of horses going on. You get the horse girls. This is a horse man.
He's a horse man.
This is a horse man.
Cowboy.
Do you have any more? Could I ride one?
Full-grown horse or full-grown pony?
Do you have? Oh, we got Velocity Type N here.
All
I see-
right.
these guys got a strong Instagram here.
Strong gram,
he's a
lots of horse
good-looking fella.
content. Yep.
Let's see. What do we got? Do you have a child? If you have a child, it's quite cute.
Is there a child and a horse?
There's a child and a horse.
He doesn't have a child.
He does have a child.
He has a child.
Congratulations to you, sir. You've got a cute little kid here.
No,
Okay.
he does not have a child.
Well,
he doesn't?
congratulations
Well,
on
hey, man.
the other person's kid.
Not sure whose child
Yeah.
that is, but
Yeah,
congratulations
I don't
anyway.
quite know.
Congratulations
Do
to
you
that
know who
child.
this person is?
Yeah. So Vrax, I think you say Vraxis, but I met him actually through Twitch, and it turns out he's from Norwich.
Norwich,
Oh,
Connecticut?
beautiful
Yeah,
Norwich,
we've hung out a
Connecticut.
couple
Not-
times, and we've gone on cruises with 860 Go. Shout out to Clayton.
Big shout.
This dude has got a lineup of mowers
He's
that would
Yo.
make anyone's
Strong.
panties wet.
Yo.
Look at this. This is
he's a nice
amazing.
guy. He's a real nice.
I really dig this guy. I
You
know
got
he's
ride-ons like that. I mean, you're riding horses, you're riding mowers, you get someone else's kid. This
Not
is
his
going
horse.
places.
not his horse, not his child. Doesn't matter. Take the kind words. Thank you for the magazine purchase.
Not-
There you go, Josh.
Not my horse.
You know what? The
Girl-
girlfriend's horse, that's a supportive boyfriend. That's a supportive man.
Yeah.
Take it into account, ladies.
My
This is the kind
question
of man
still
you need.
stands. Can I ride it?
What kind of horse is that? Good looking horse.
Clydesdale.
Let me see that horse. Let me put eyes on it. Yeah, it's definitely a Clydesdale. 100% is. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Definitely is. Josh, I don't know if you have a horse degree or something. That's definitely a Clydesdale.
I
Two
see
to-
I
two
see
to
the Super
one.
Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this thing
2-1. That's a Clydesdale.
these get really big hooves.
Yeah, dude. That's how you know.
hooves.
Look at my hooves.
Thank you
we
very much for your
also-
support, sir.
We did receive another order as we are recording
Oh
this.
no.
This might become a problem.
Oh, tell me it's Mickett. Oh,
Yes.
Mickett. What a beautiful man.
Oh man,
Mickett,
that guy's the perfect, just a perfect person.
Mickett is a definition of a great friend that you don't need to spend a lot of time with, but every time you see them, the excitement
Yes,
is just, it exudes
it's all natural.
right out of you.
Haven't missed a beat.
You are just a what I would call a down ass homie. The Mickett has got in the car, driven with Tubby, long and far to go drifting on a hot summer's day to stand on a track
Yep.
and watch his friend do something he loves. That is a real ass friend. Shouts to Mickett.
Mickett has also thrown himself into a sandy bug.
That is another down ass.
in the middle of Las Vegas and explained to us how uncomfortable he actually was during the entire thing.
Yes, Mickett is top tier.
Yes.
Top
yes.
tier. Doesn't get
Huge-
much better than him. We thank him and the boys at Mystic Scenic Studios for the sign we have here.
Yep. Cannot thank those guys enough still to this day. Shouts to Make It. Shouts to Northeast Collective. Thank you very much for your continued support.
Yes. Fucking love you, buddy.
Okay.
Now we can carry on.
Any more callbacks?
If
for
they
the-
keep coming in, we'll keep the ball moving.
I mean, I
City?
just want to keep.
You want
talking
more?
I just want to
City?
keep talking about the hearses. I was just gonna say keep talking about the hearses. The
I
horses.
get events.
Percheron is the horse. It wasn't
Still looking for
It
Clydesdales.
wasn't a Clydesdale. Just Percheron.
You guys going over events?
Do
City?
you want to save that for main topic? Actually, no. We can do the rally for main topic.
Really?
Wanna? I mean,
Yeah,
there's
sure.
nothing
That's
else.
fine.
Okay.
So let's go. First off, let's make a correction from last time. Let's make a timely correction. Lock City Drift is not last Friday. It's last Saturday and Sunday.
Friday was great. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
but
Corey was just there by himself,
yeah.
roasted marshmallows.
Do we have a breaking news button? we just
What happened?
received another order from Sequoia Anderson. I don't know if you're going to get a
Sequoia
screenshot.
Anderson? All right, we're going to take a
yeah.
hold on the Lock City. We're going to
Yeah.
find Sequoia Anderson.
I don't know if you're going
Sequoia
to get a
Anderson.
message
Br-
this is just coincidence.
Go at Lock City because
Yeah,
I gotta
Okay,
find
Lock
so
one.
City.
we went to Lock City Drift. It was actually Saturday and Sunday, but we plan on being there Saturday, which is nice.
Yes.
We took the whole crew.
Yep.
Shook showed up, drove the distance, came up to see the boys.
We got there
We
early.
get there really
We got
early.
there real early.
We got there so early. I got to film tech, which was probably one of my favorite things ever to do.
And there were multiple comments after the fact saying how much they enjoyed your commentary as tech was happening.
Obviously, none of those people were drivers.
It was
That was a good time.
I'm pretty sure it was just Bear
just Bear and Garrett.
and
actually.
Carrot that thought that.
Yeah, it was very fun. That was honestly.
I
want to
go just for tech now.
I want to go there early every single time now for sure.
We did take pictures of Mr. Josh Shabby's car, which looks very tight.
Very, very awesome. Congrats, Josh, on getting that sorted. We discussed shooting some photos of it, so that's why we were there so early. So
We took pictures in my X3M, which also had Ganadors.
try it.
Ganador for
I
Ganador.
bet
Who
you can
wore
sell
it
those
better?
on eBay.
Dude, one came up today, $1,555 for a set of Ganadors.
Holy shit. So we got there early to shoot Josh's car on track. Again, shouts to Lock City for letting us do that. You know, we only took a few minutes, but we didn't want to get in anybody's way, step on
Very
anybody's
special.
toes or anything like that.
I got to drive it.
So right, Chuck was manning the beast down the straightaway. I sat in the back of Chuck's X3M while Corey drove. He was our camera car.
Professional drivers
Camera
on a
car,
closed course.
Camera car A. And then Shook took some panning shots of us going down the straight. So everybody came together. It was glorious.
Getting the turn around at the end of that straightaway made me realize I really need a drift car. It was wet. It was the best possible time for me to drive that thing. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Going to Lock City makes me realize I need a drift car and an LS. That's where I'm at.
Yep.
Just these days.
Drift van.
But as always, wonderful event put on by Lock City.
I'd like to thank Turbo Mike for doing God's work and bringing the Mustang Cobra drop top with an angle kit,
out
which
there
I thought was
slanging.
hilarious. I'd like to thank whoever let Shook and I go in the treehouse across from the swamp on the road course.
I'd like to thank everybody who went flying into the swamp.
I'd like to thank everyone who took what was that? Turn 1, 2, 3, 4 into the swamp,
4 into the swamp.
and how it became Shook and I screaming at every car coming down, and then we have a ton of footage of this. So our next vlog is going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
And the media team staring
And
at us.
the media team all eventually working their way over, so everybody came down to the swamp treehouse and hot dogged it, and it was just some of the best driving / most ridiculously crazy driving I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
I saw some guys go in the swamp I never thought I'd see in the swamp. Mr. Sear, I saw the professor in there.
Oh, yeah.
Mike went in the swamp. Everybody touched the swamp.
Yeah.
That slick corner.
Oh my God, it was so much
it was
fun.
Slick. There was
Further-
like
what's
a
that?
whole lake on the corner.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lake on the corner.
I
I
was
was
like,
trying to dip
further
the
up.
nose in the lake.
Further up, because I was out there with Josh,
Yeah.
Shabby. Further up, there were 2 corners that were just running water, like through.
Oh, I believe that.
Just
On the downhill at the,
yeah.
the big one, yeah.
Straight running water.
There's a couple more orders that are coming through.
Yeah. We'll
if-
pile them. So just
if-
send them over.
Yeah, I was gonna say DM us so we have your info.
But
Yeah, just so we know.
it was just so much fun. I mean, I could stand if you were to give me the microphone, I could stand and MC that whole thing up there. I mean,
Just
would
get
love
a
that.
I don't think
loudspeaker.
anyone would come back. But man, we had so much fun.
Also, they have honey mustard. So
They have
big
Honey
shouts
Mustard
to
now. Big
the-
shout to Honey Mustard. Big shout to 3-6 Mafia, who started doing the baseball save thing.
Yeah.
Every time someone crashed into the swamp.
Love it.
That was nice. That was a nice improv from the boy, the legend himself.
I was going to say big shouts. I don't know their names, but the woman driving the giant GS
Oh my God.
that went into the railing,
Yeah.
Oh, that was in the swamp. Yeah, that was a metal forest she went into.
went
Oh,
into
damn.
it, back out there maybe half hour, 45 minutes later.
Car came out straighter.
It was
Unscathed.
it
if you
was
will.
just like we
Yeah.
watched, we seen it happen. Uh-oh. Oh, that didn't look
It's
good.
one thing to
Yeah.
be out there drifting. It's one thing to be out there drifting in a cruise ship.
in the
Yeah,
Titanic.
absolutely.
But yeah, that was awesome. But actually, we got to speak to her man. He was
Her-
hanging around.
Yeah,
Great guy.
boyfriend, husband.
Just we're gonna call her man's. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
Yeah,
Perfect,
Mans
that's
was
good.
hanging out with us.
She was hammering it down out there.
it was awesome. It was very cool to see. Well, not
The whole
cra-
thing
not
was
crash,
fun, man.
like,
I mean,
It was a great day. Weather, not wonderful.
No,
the whole
weather,
time
not
we
good.
had, awesome.
I don't know, the weather fucking sucked. I'll just say that. It wasn't, nobody's fault. I mean, it fucking snowed in it's April and it was
yeah, it
snowing
snowed
last
basically the
week,
day
so,
before.
I
and-
was out there.
and almost during at times. So yeah, just as always, huge shout to Lock City. We can't stress this enough.
And if you're not going out there, like you're fucking up, because it is a ton of fun to go watch.
Yeah.
It's a ton of fun to talk to people about car stuff. It's like you see the cars rip around, and then you can go see the cars and talk to the drivers.
Yeah.
You can ride in them. How many
Yeah.
events is it cool like that? And then you can go ride in the car
Yeah.
you like. I mean, it is super fun, man. Every time I go, I end up staying way longer than I'm supposed to, bullshitting with everybody. It was just so much fun.
I
it's
stayed
so
late.
easy to do.
Oh,
as, soon,
dude.
as soon as it dried up, dude, A-Class was getting rowdy.
I saw
think
some
think
good
Shabby
videos.
just closed his eyes and was just waving everybody in. It was
Mhm.
like a circus out there. It was crazy.
Shit, we
Dude.
should have left the GoPro with you.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that was
shit.
that was a giant mistake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Think of that.
But it was seriously. I didn't make it to the skid pad. Should have, because I always have fun up there as well. Yeah, what
we got to
what a ripper.
There was some an eclectic, if you will, group of cars. Some that
I
we,
love how
some-
strange it's getting.
some that we
I love it. I love it. Bring on the weird.
There was a gentleman, I don't know if you listened to the show, but shouts to you, good sir, if you do, with a red R34
Oh, with the bright yellow,
with bright
green
yellow
wheel
wheels.
things.
And I'm just like, that's my dark horse right there. That's gonna he's gonna just fucking destroy.
That guy, I think that guy basically said he came to fuck.
he came
to fucking shred.
yeah,
Yeah.
he came to
Verbatim.
fucking shred.
I said, hey, man, take it easy out there because we don't want to make these other guys feel bad. And he goes, well, that's too bad because I came here to fucking thrash.
That's my guy. That's my guy,
That's
dude.
the spirit we need.
Absolutely, that is
So,
sick, man.
Shouts. There's another R34, the other like I don't know, darker red color one.
Which is crazy to see
Which
these
is-
things out there
so,
drifting. I
so
don't know
that
what's
was
going
my
on.
thing. It's just like, oh, all right, we're here now. This is what's happening. But no, as always, everybody out there thrashing.
Shout out to the Lock City boys
Shouts,
Yeah,
shouts
man,
to
those
Mike,
guys are
Josh,
the best. Everybody at Lock City.
the whole team,
letting us come and even hang out.
We will be there
Shout out
next
to
time.
Tubby.
I
You know
can't
what you
bel-
did.
I can't believe they. Oh my god! You know what you did. I can't believe they let me videotape in that the text section. That was just my favorite.
It was
Bear's
awesome.
face, man.
Oh man.
What else? Oh, geez, we doing more callback deep thoughts? I guess we had a callback to our donut meet.
We did have a donut meet.
Donut meet.
Someone online called it a revival motor in cars and coffee. We ask you refrain from associating us with cars and coffee. That's not a thing we do.
We have donuts.
We have donuts
And
we
Often
meet.
way too many of them.
We have donuts in coffee rolls, both frosted and unfrosted, but both glazed.
and we meet.
Large
That's it.
enough.
Oh, that bigger than your face.
What's that fucking iced tea? the thing in the convenience
Arizona?
store? No, the thing in the convenience store, or dude gets clocked with with an iced tea.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Twisted
twisted tea.
Twisted tea?
Twisted tea. It's one of those. It's that size of
Yeah.
coffee roll. Like you can do that with it. If you
Covered
chose.
my face
Yeah,
completely.
you could slap someone
it's
with
a
one of those
baseball,
things. No problem.
baseball mitt. It's,
Yeah.
it's the size of baseball mitt.
Yeah, we. First off, don't call it cars and coffee. That's terrible.
Don't do that.
Ugh. But shout to everybody who came out.
Yes, I don't even. There's a bunch of people. Somebody gave me $20 for magazine. Still have no idea who.
Not getting your magazine, by the way. So please let us know
So
who it
seriously,
is.
I really genuinely apologize. There's a lot of shit bouncing around in this little brain of mine these days. So I just can't keep up. Noah gave me $20. I know it was him, but I got $40 in my wallet, which I never have cash. Don't jump me. But I 20 of it is from somebody I have no idea.
And shout to everybody who came out, brought donuts. Shout to Rick V-Dub for literally taking my requests and going to Alley's before coming.
The best. The best.
And we had so many donuts. I know Andy and Tom brought those big boys. Those big coffee rollers.
The dipping donuts or something.
Yeah, I wanted to I wanted to get my face in one of those, but I don't know, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
It was huge. Cool to see Tommy's new car. That Porsche was
Phenomenal. The colors.
Things just happened.
Amazing.
Japanese imports all over the place. How about the Pulsar GTIR shows up? I was like, I'm not even going to go look at that.
Oh, I saw that, and I was like, I need to refrain from drooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about those cars. They're so perfectly proportioned.
So cool. So Japanese
Yeah.
and crazy.
Yeah.
And he had Pulsar vinyl cut on the back, up on the upper rear windshield.
Yeah.
Oh. God, it did it for me, Josh.
It brings it.
Yeah, so it was wonderful, man. We love having those things, and know we're going to continue to have them.
Yep.
We're as bummed as anybody that some of the big events aren't happening. So we're going to continue to do as much as we possibly can to have cool car events, fun car times, that kind of stuff, man. But that's what we're about.
Yep.
Yeah.
We there's a couple cool things. Let's just say tomorrow or today I get some filming done to lead to another cool thing, hopefully in a month or so. I think maybe a little bit longer, but we'll see. Yeah. Any other callbacks? Thoughts?
We're gonna jump in quick for our boy Sequoia. I couldn't find him because his Instagram name's actually Little Joe 1.
Little Joe 1.
But our boy Little Joe 1 looks to be a man living out on the coast of beautiful Portland, Oregon. There, so he's representing the West Coast for us very well. I can't really see what you look like, but your Instagram is actually a great follow, and I'm happy I followed you back, buddy. But we appreciate the new listeners because I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, now we get to learn about you.
Yeah, now I get to learn about you. Thanks for participating in our wonderful fucking circus we have over here.
Yeah.
And now we get to follow you.
Yeah, you represent us well over there on the West Coast.
Yep.
I've always wanted to visit Portland. I don't know if any of you gentlemen have visited.
Would love to visit Portland. My friend Nick and his wife Allison are moving out there from L.A. Very soon.
I ain't going.
No Portland for you? I'm into Portland.
I sold a car to Portland once.
Did you?
My 135.
Yeah.
I think it could crash like a couple weeks after it got out there.
No worries. Maybe Little Joe can find it for
you
you.
ever see Portland?
No, I love Portlandia. I think Portland looks awesome. I'd love to go out there, ride on the coast,
Yeah.
see the big trees. You know what I mean?
Looks like
Put
a
a
man who
bird
likes
on
to
it.
hike. Maybe enjoy some woods, some trails.
we
Maybe
got out there,
a
man.
little bit of ocean
Man
here.
of Little Joe, man of nature.
Yeah, man of nature. So shouts to you, man.
So
Thank you for the
shouts.
My
support.
boy
I love seeing new names and new faces.
My boy Falcon's from Portland. Who's that guy we found online back in the day, Corey? Raven.
Raven. Yeah, Raven.
Big shout to Raven.
Is that the guy who gives 5 pumps in the dumpster?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That
Seems
guy
like
gives 5 pumps somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well then, any other deep thoughts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we're right.
If you're listening to this, I'm at a track day today. Please pray for me. I'm going to Thompson with Finger Tight Other Chris, who's bringing his Civic, and it's going to be hilarious.
The white one?
The white one.
Oh wow.
He told me today he doesn't know if it's going to blow up, and I told him it's a Civic. It's going to be totally fine. Yeah, no, I'm excited about it, man. Haven't been out since the winter, obviously, since the old snowboard season. So I've been concentrating a lot on other sports, so I haven't been tracking. So it's track time, baby.
Yeah, you got it all. You got the M Coupe all prepped, oil changed.
I get the oil change, sure
Oil
do.
changed.
It's about as far as I've gone.
Nice little walkthrough.
Yeah.
On our YouTube
I'll
channel.
I'll check the air pressure today.
I appreciate the resetting of the oil light.
Oh, with the
Wonderful.
that's pretty funny.
Just a little jumper there.
Just a little jumperoo.
It's all.
Speaking of oil changes, for my last one, I did do an oil change on my Mira, which I think you'll see in the next vlog. I don't know if I recorded it. I think I did. And then when we're on our main topic, which we'll get to later, I was driving down with a bunch of the buddies, and I realized I definitely forgot to put a crush washer on the drain plug, so that sucks. Don't forget your crush washer.
Yeah.
That's all I know, man. That's all I know.
Any other callbacks?
I'm good. It was just the events. The good old events from this past weekend.
Wonderful events. Why do I feel like we're missing something?
I don't know.
Well, because our main topic is
I think
one that we're
that's yeah.
taking over.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Well, for now, news.
I mean, my harmony is just on point.
Yeah, well, we're 146 in.
If that's a harmony,
was-
whatever I just did.
It's gonna happen at some point.
I got my tone right on
Harmonized?
point, boys. I'm harmonized.
Harmonizing.
Harmonized AF.
Legalize it.
420.
Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Just a throwback to 2 seconds ago. We were talking about Little Joe.
Yeah.
Little Joe already bought a magazine, but bought another just so I could talk about him.
What the hell?
yeah,
Jeez,
That guy
man.
fucks.
Yeah.
100%.
Man, shouts to you, good
Little
sir.
Joe should
Yeah.
get like a sound.
He's
on the
he's Little
soundboard.
Joe in the chat room.
There we go.
There we
So
go.
shout out
That's
to
not
him.
clipping, is it?
Oh, that's 100% clipping.
Yeah.
What is that? I think that's this one, right?
Jesus.
There we go.
Yeah, we go.
Turn it down a little bit. It makes it a little more tolerable. News.
Was there much going on this week?
Mm-mm.
I didn't see much.
No, there wasn't. There was a
I
couple.
saw something, boys.
What'd you see?
I saw my favorite car brand, Subaru.
Oh,
22B, a tolerable
Oh,
Subaru for
God.
me. Very tolerable. On BAT,
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
bring
yeah,
a transaction.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Went for $312,000. $555, which is obviously a throwback to the race. $1,000.
More than McRae's actual car sold for.
Correct.
more than it cost to build, I
But-
believe,
but-
his rally car.
But
I'm
boys,
pretty sure.
this thing was meant. It only had 40,000 kilometers on it, 25,000 miles. That blows my mind. Listen, I'll tell you what. Hyperinflation has hit America.
It's not even questionable.
Yeah.
It's just
Before it was like, okay, used cars are selling for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, our currency's not worth anything. I get it.
Yeah, it's interesting because like a car like that, I get the desirability, I get like the prestige to it. I don't get the value of not the value. The value because the value isn't there. The dollar amount assigned to the car, or that person felt like they needed to assign to the car.
so.
I don't understand it, and I don't even think anyone could even explain it to me.
So the weird thing is to go with that is I've seen multiple comments, and one of those comments, in a chain, if you will, starts with, "I can't believe somebody wanted to pay that for this car," and then the response was, "Just to let you know, there were 20 other people who lost the bidding."
Oh. Yeah.
yeah,
Subaru 22B is one of my favorite old school cars. It
Yeah.
is. It's amazing.
It's an iconic car.
That
Yeah.
color, it's the perfect one.
Yeah.
I hate Subaru, but even I'll admit, before the STIs came to America, they were really cool.
yeah,
This was the coolest of that, right? It's got the factory wide body. It's got the cool wheels. The interior is ridiculous. It looks like interior out of a modern STI. Well, no, better than the interior
yeah,
of a modern STI.
certainly better.
But it's not like an old school 90s shitty interior. It's just a really cool interior. The car's mint. It's the perfect one. $355,000 is substantially more than I paid for my house. It's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
no, it
and,
is.
And I get it. And, I have an E30 M3. They went from 10 grand to 60, 80 grand pretty quickly. And I always say it's not a $80,000 driving experience. It's very easy to say. I mean, 22B, there's just no way. There's
Yeah.
no way. What you can buy for $300K, like,
It's incomparable. Like if you're just going,
you know what a nice watch you can buy for $300,000?
if you're just, and this is the thing, is like people can make the argument, well, if it's something that somebody personally loves,
Yeah, no, it's fine. If someone's going to pay for it, that's fine.
but it's just like you could have. What are GT3s going for? What is GT3 RS?
Well, the current GT3 is like 200 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, like you can just buy a car that pound for pound destroys that thing.
Yeah, but it's not.
I get they're buying on
Maybe it
emotion.
is. Yeah,
That's-
but,
SRP.
Maybe.
180.
I don't know.
but,
No, I
yeah,
don't
but
even
you,
know.
if you see an E46 M3 used go for 80 grand,
Yeah.
70 grand, it could be. It's an enthusiast buying it, right? Someone that made money. $300,000. Like
Even
I know
just
a
you
lot of
saying it.
enthusiasts.
Just you saying it, I can't take it serious.
And I wonder, I'm going to put this out there in the ether, if you will. If anybody knows this, please chime in.
Out in the ozone.
Out in the trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
If anybody knows this, please chime in, DM us, DM me, info at Revive Motoring, whatever, send us an email. Was this a sole person or was this an investment group? Because that's not out of the question, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just.
Because
It
there's,
seems it's a shit investment.
I'm saying, how much turnaround is on that?
well,
We're
my
buying at the
under-
top of the market, baby.
my
I know, like, what do they think
understanding-
it's going to be worth $1 million someday?
I don't know. My
Maybe a
understanding
museum
is
bought it.
There are firms doing things like that.
know,
I would
but-
get that if it was like McRae's actual car. Like something like that's a timeless
Right, but this-
historical piece.
What's so special about this thing? In other words,
Nothing.
Nothing. That's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
th-
If it was,
that's-
if it
that's
was
what I
the
mean.
actual race car, like this race car was used here, this is the documentation from it, like his ass actually sat in his seat, then okay, then you have a historical
Right.
piece here.
right?
I hope that's not an investment. They should have just bought Bitcoin or
Well, I mean,
Dogecoin.
at $300,000, like you're not going to drive it on the street.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
if-
who knows?
if
Maybe
it
it's
was
some
a-
fucking lunatic.
If it was $100K, I would be like, you know what? Somebody went super hard. Love McRae. This is a timeless
Yeah.
example.
Times are
but
fucking
even then,
wild.
I'd want it'd have to be a 5,000 mile car.
Yeah.
A 25,000 mile car for $300,000. That's crazy. You could have bought the factory that produced it.
Yeah. There's only two things in play here. One's emotion and one's stupidity.
And you mix them.
I don't think they're mixed. I think it's just one or the other.
No, you mix them. You get a 22B.
But if I just had ridiculous amounts of money,
Yeah.
I would still feel bad about paying $300,000 for a Subaru.
I would want to remain anonymous. Like, I would kind of be embarrassed.
Well, I think it happened, right? Nobody knows who bought this thing.
It always comes out. You always find it. Internet sleuths remain undefeated.
But if it's
That's true. That's how they got fucking.
I just-
don't be mean to cats.
Yeah.
there's not a point where you can reason even 150 grand. I'd be like, okay, someone's going crazy. I mean, you could have bought a very nice high mileage R34 GTR for that kind of money.
If
Oh my God, those
Google is
prices
right,
too.
They're
And
crazy, too.
GT3 RSs are 145,000. You could have bought one to daily and one to track.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gotta be,
that
right?
can't be.
Yeah, maybe
That's
well,
a
the
GT3.
No, that could be a GT3 RS, but they haven't released one in a while. Like, what's the new
was a-
GT3 just came out?
There was a 2019. It said.
Was it 140? Yeah, that makes more
makes
sense.
way more
200.
sense. 188 to
but still,
207.
you could buy one of these and then another car to daily.
Yeah, like an R8.
I mean, even for reference, new 911 GT3, brand new, 161.
You could buy that and a GTR
You could buy that and a Macan.
and a house.
Yeah.
I think
and a house.
And have a solid down payment, right? Yeah.
if I'm honest, like I love GT3s. A 22B is like cool factor. Instagram
Yeah.
factor's cooler than a GT3.
Think about, 22B.
Not that that matters. but
22B, awesome, right? You take 300 grand, you get Lancia Delta Integrale, way fucking cooler.
Lots of them.
Way fucking
Oh,
cooler.
you could get a Group B car.
Yeah, a legitimate one. You could get Renault R5.
I mean, 300 grand.
Way cooler.
You can almost buy any car you want,
It's close, yeah. I mean, sure, there's ridiculous.
and you could buy a
ends of the
fleet of
spectrum, but-
cars you really like.
I was gonna say you could buy all the cars you really want.
Yeah.
except for that one.
Imagine how many Mark IIs you could buy with $300,000.
You could probably have a running one. No, Mark II's aren't that bad. I like Mark II's a lot. It's hard for me to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
every time I see
I
it,
just don't-
one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a shockingly big number. Someone really likes it, and as you said, a bunch of people were bidding on it. So
Yeah.
that's something, man.
It's it's just what do you call? I don't know. It's just disheartening, I guess. Like as
I don't
somebody,
even think it's disheartening. It's
Well-
just like a psycho thing that happened.
I hope it just. Well, I mean disheartening because as somebody currently without car,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh yeah, maybe I'd like to get into one of this in about a year or so. You know, whatever. Grab one of these, and it's just like, how the fuck am I going to compete with stuff that's just normal? Again, 22B is a bad example, but we see the inflation with a lot of things,
Well,
and it just continues to go.
I read an article that used car market is up like 5% every month now, which is not a good sign for what the dollar's doing.
Yeah.
But it's coming to the point where like one of my friends at work bought a Civic Si for like 24 grand.
Yeah.
He's getting trade offers for it constantly. Like we'll buy it from you now for like 21 and a half.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I could just sell it and then I could buy something new because I'm not going to buy anything used that I want because they're all way up in money like
Yeah.
this car is.
Yeah.
But used car prices don't adjust that fast. So he could seriously, he's paid $3,000 to drive the car for the past 3 years.
Yep.
And then he can just dump it and grab whatever he wants new. It's crazy. New cars, way to buy, baby.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day. It's just like, all right, well, by the time I'm ready to buy an R32, they're probably going to be up another, I don't know, 15%.
It'll crash.
15%.
It'll
I
crash.
hope it'll crash. I hope.
Stay liquid, my friend. Stay
I'm
liquid.
gonna try to
That's
be
my
as-
plan.
Keep
I've
eating
been
chicken
scrolling
fingers, stay liquid.
Yeah, chicken tendies off the table. But I've been scrolling away because I'm waiting for the crash to happen, and
Yep.
just the insulting offers I'm going to send out are just going to be ones to
You're
write
gonna be
about.
like the god of death out
yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, you're 964. You paid $100,000 for. How's 20 grand sound right now?
What's
yeah.
that? You take 17?
Offer retracted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the mindset we need. We need
Yeah.
to be water.
Listen. I've been riding this "it's gonna crash" wave for like 7 years now.
It's it's coming, baby.
It's coming. It's coming. It'll
That
happen.
wave's
Is it
peaking.
sort of like it's gonna burn off?
Yeah, Josh, it's gonna burn
It's gonna
off.
burn off. Probably
Uh,
gonna burn off.
It's gonna happen, and if you're liquid, you can capitalize, and you can live your dream.
I hope so.
Ransom Pete says 300 cars from Japan, and he's absolutely right. You could get a whole
300?
ship.
We're gonna need a fleet of us to do that.
The listenership, we can just bring everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want my last week news?
Yes.
In slow news week news, the BMW M3 current one, Dick measuring competition,
Yep.
ran an 11.6 at 125.6 bone stock by the boys at Motor Trend. That's a spicy meatball.
Very spicy.
What? Well, I'm sorry. What was it?
The
M3
BMW M3 Dick
Okay.
measuring competition.
Because
Yeah.
I actually got something from Lieberman on
He's
that.
been covering that thing. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
let's hear
been
it.
so just kind of a side note real quick. He's been covering cars on Instagram just so thoroughly. And it's
I've
just
enjoyed his
absolutely wonderful.
Instagram coverage way more than I have any other journalist.
Yep.
Extensive, like long.
Yep.
Really?
Written out big time.
Via what? Stories?
No, just
Just
an Instagram
posts.
post. He posts a photo and then like
See, I don't go through posts enough anymore. I
So,
got to pull them all up. Is
a
that his stuff?
just
the
go to his
best?
page. Yeah.
perfect example is for instance the weight
Yeah.
of M3 comp, all
Yep.
that sort of stuff. And just he made a post just saying, "Yep, here's Motor Trends. Found that this new G80 M3 weighs 90 pounds more than the F Series." And then, of course, fucking comment social media, just dive in. No, this is wrong. BMW says this. It's this. And then next post is just him. Hey, just to clarify, here's what we do at Motor Trend. We take the vehicle that we are given, we fill it up, and we put it on the fucking scales. And that weight is what we have compared to the weight of previous F Series, etc. But his thoroughness to explain how that does that, what he says BMW is doing, because obviously BMW has to put it out there as an estimate,
Right.
because there are going to be very many different variants per car. Yes, you have an M3, but does it have a sunroof? No. What are the seats made of? Is it cloth? Is it leather? Is it this model? Is it this model? Are the brakes carbon ceramic or steel?
They factor
All
in
that sort of
suitcases.
stuff. Yes,
Into the car?
15-pound suitcase.
Yeah, but something to do with an EU regulation.
Okay, got to have a suitcase weight.
Yeah, so it's interesting. He breaks it down, but like the post is that long,
Oh wow.
and it's just like fact after fact after fact.
Yeah.
Explanation. Here's why, and that's it.
He just be
Along with
spitting
a
on them.
picture of Weird Al Yankovic.
Right. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was relevant to the
Yeah.
the weight of the cars.
Yeah, and it's good. It's a good way to consume, rather than kind of sift through this
Bits and
long like
pieces,
fluff. It's like, nope. Here's what it is, start to finish, only what we need.
And there's a couple more. There's one in particular
Yeah.
that goes heavy on the design and the grill aspect, or a few different things.
Yeah.
I haven't read that one just yet, but there's a lot of good ones that
we saw
bits and
one. We
pieces.
saw a white one.
White one was rough. Not gonna lie to you.
It was rough.
White
I've
one
not
was rough.
s- I've
Was
not
that a
seen
3
one
or 4?
It was a 3.
That was a 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really rough.
because there's no hiding that grill.
Rough on the eyes.
Once it hit me at the rear 3/4, I was like, oh, cool, look at it.
Yeah.
But then coming up, I was like, oh, boys, this is not.
Yeah, here
I
she
can't-
comes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, even still, after seeing all the specs and how well it's performed, and a lot of our favorite journalists are expressing their love for the new setup, I can't get over the way it looks.
I
I just can't.
I was in possibly one of the ugliest cars on the road, and I felt bad for that guy. Fact.
Yeah.
I was in one of the strangest looking cars ever driven on American highways.
We will
and
get
I looked
into
at my
that.
rearview mirror and was like, whoa. Probably the same thing that guy was doing looking forward.
You're just looking at each other. Like,
Yeah, it's just,
what
whoa.
is that thing?
I saw you driving up the highway.
Yeah. Did anyone see the Land Rover that's going to carry or did carry Prince Philip to the funeral ceremony?
I did not know.
No.
So it's a Army green or British Racing green, whatever green you want to call it, Land Rover, and the whole back is kind of like it's got this like mount to mount the coffin on.
Mhm.
Yep.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, here's a quick little show.
That's pretty tight.
I'm sure I can bring it up. Actually, yeah. There, right there. That's the back end of it. So see if you can go back to that article.
So just toss the box on there.
Yeah, toss the box right on
Send
top.
him.
So apparently he loved the Land Rovers. This looks like a pretty nifty one to be carried off into the sunset in. So shouts to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did a lot of great in your life.
Hopefully they kept up with the maintenance on
Not
that
a
thing.
big fan of that guy myself, but
Jesus.
off you go.
Anywho.
Yeah. Yeah, these were had a real serious mounting system for that. So yeah,
Sorry for the loss.
Yeah.
T's and P's.
Yeah.
What else do we got here? Let's see. Oh, this is interesting here. Some Toyota news, just brief.
Toyota news.
Electric pickup trucks coming by 2025.
The Taco, right?
The Taco, yes, seems to be the one that's going to be the first to get it. So I wonder.
It's gonna get it.
It's going to get it. X going to give it to you.
It's gonna get the electric.
The electrified. So we don't know if it's the hybrid system or it's a fully EV vehicle.
I gotta get one of those. Have Big Tim come hook it up for me. You know.
I think Mick it be the one you call.
Shout to Mick.
Yeah, shouts to Mick it. Actually, if I read one sentence further,
Let's go.
it would have said Toyota plans to include hybrid and fully electric trucks, and they might be coming sooner than you thought.
Prius truck.
2025. Prius truck. Maybe Prius is going to become its own brand.
Dude, I saw a Prius rolling down the highway yesterday in that like sand color that the Tacoma comes in.
No, they came out in that color?
Yeah, not gonna lie, was really into it.
Yeah.
Felt really weird.
Yeah.
Weird boner.
Oh, yeah, weird boner for sure.
I was just like, holy shit, that Prius looks sick. And I was just like, did I just say that Prius looks sick?
Yeah.
Even my wife was like, wow, the Prius looks really good in that
Yeah.
color. So if you're getting your Prius, spec it out that way.
More Toyota news. Did anyone see the Toyota Corolla hot hatch? Could it be like 300 horsepower manual and all-wheel drive?
The one that's out?
We said that a while ago.
Oh, the Corolla?
The Corolla.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hot
Remember,
hatch.
because at
Oh, I
one
thought we were
point-
talking
Hey,
smaller
we
guy.
don't want to trade a
Yaris.
lease?
No, was it Yard?
No, we talked about the possibility of that happening. Is
Yeah,
there more
yeah,
news
Corolla.
on it?
That's more power than GR Yaris, and it's
Suck
going to
it,
come at a
GR
lower
Yaris.
price point. It's going to be under 37,000.
Hey, they can keep the Rs if we get that.
Yeah, let me get that.
This is just the photo that was attached to it. It kind of just makes it look like a little bit of a spicier
Yeah.
Corolla.
Caliente.
I hope this isn't what it's going to be, but the A, B, and C pillar in the roof are a different color than the body.
Oh, God.
You know how they did that?
Oh, it's
on
gonna be
Yes.
it's gonna be like a
like-
Landau top,
And like the Camry. Remember we seen a Camry
the
at the New York
Camrys
Auto
they do it
Show?
with that. and
presidential top.
The press. I wish it was cloth.
You can get that's aftermarket. You can get it done.
You think they do it for me?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
get
if
any
Toyota's gonna
any
do it
color
for
you
you.
want too. Get red.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what,
I don't know.
What are we looking
I
at
don't
over
know.
there?
The
Looks looking at Cupra's.
That's the Cupra.
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, Rax linked me the Cupra earlier this week, and I was like, I don't know. It's kind of goes hard. I kind of like it.
Do they know they don't come here? What are we gonna do with that? I saw someone. I was in Italy, and it was pretty interesting.
So
Who makes the Cupra?
See?
Is that
Wasn't
Seat?
it Seat? But it's Cupra. Yeah, what the hell's Cupra? Cupra. is a
Cupra
standard-
Turbo?
An e-hybrid.
Is that a Mark IV
Leon.
Cupra?
that is a cut above the rest?
Yeah, we're looking at a
680
Cupra right
kilometers?
now.
What's
Supposed
that?
to
Like
make
300 something miles?
680 kilometers of electric range and all that.
Oh, it's an EV. I didn't know that.
That's
The
an
boot
F.
capacity is 1,450 liters. What do you measure? Will you just fill it with water?
Yeah, how much pasta is that?
Yeah,
How am I
that's a
supposed
lot
to
of
do- What am I
soda.
supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty tough.
Andrew, pasta, 150 liters. So I don't know if we talked about this last week.
I'm
I
ready.
remember Scott
Scott.
mentioned this to us, but I
Yeah.
don't know if we
What'd he say?
elaborated.
never
on it
carried
any
it over
fur-
last
okay,
week.
so Scott had mentioned we were making jokes about Singer in particular,
Us?
or his love for Singer, and then we started talking about the what's the name of the fucking Safari project that they did or whatever, but they got a slap on the wrist for it, all that sort of stuff.
Right.
There is legitimacy to Porsche creating a Safari-based 911. The thing's been seen lapping the Nürburgring, as everything does, but this seems like it's going to be a possibility. No idea on pricing or when it will actually come out, or if it will actually be called the Safari, or if it's going to be a production car or limited. But they are testing something with some high-riding suspensions.
I mean, they have to be paying attention to the fact that there's all these other places taking their cars, turning them into safari cars. There's wait lists for them. There's astronomical asking prices for them, and people are eating it up. So Porsche's like, well, we want a piece of the pie.
Right. We throw some.
You can't have our pie if we're not getting a piece of it.
We throw some fucking rough country,
Yeah.
a rough country spring set on there.
Yeah.
Give it some exhaust and some knobby tires.
Some Delrin blocks to raise it.
And they can pump up the price about 60, 70%. Kick them out the door.
Yeah, and every single person will eat it up. It'll be limited. It'll be sold out before anything hits the dealer.
Yep.
And Porsche's like, all right, cool. We ate everything we wanted to eat with that, and they'll come out with it again, and there'll be a Safari GT RS. There'll be
Safari GT.
every variant.
GT3, GT3 RS.
Yeah.
Safari GT2 RS.
I mean, I think it's stupid, but then I think to myself, it's way better than SUV.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Why not?
You know, a Panamera one would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. All they have to do is just make it a little higher. Call a Safari. Add 50% to the price. Off it goes.
I'm talking higher by like an inch and a half.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not even a lot.
So this
Inch and a half, a little more sidewall.
I was gonna say this particular these images of it. It's not like it's fucking 7 inches taller.
It's
only
not like
about
the
inch
Safaris
and a
you're
half.
seeing being built.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they're skyjacked.
It's just like it's a 911 that you look at and go, why isn't that thing lower?
yeah,
Why
like
does
little
that stand so
little Joe
fucked?
just said, bring back the 959. Yes, we wish.
All
We
of it.
truly wish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another bit of news. I didn't actually read this article, so
Let's just go titles.
here we go. VWID.4 GTX teased to spearhead ID electric performance range.
Isn't that supposed to go to China only, or am I thinking about the 6?
Not that I've seen. I can
Okay.
probably breeze through this, but this just says now it's officially official. It turns out GTX will be more than just a single model. Volkswagen says the ID.4 GTX will make its debut on April 29th and will be the first of several performance ID models to come. Think of the GTX suffix as the electric equivalent to the GTI, GTD, GTE that the brand uses to name its performance gas, hybrid, and diesel models. Yeah, that's it. I don't have any specs directly in front of me, but they are going to add a performance range to their EVs, apparently.
I saw an 94 on the road the other day, not too far from work. It looks good. I do. I like the way it looks.
I've yet to see one.
What the hell's an 94 look like? Can you give me an 94 on that screen? Is that like a SUV thing, or is this a little car thing?
A 94 what now?
No, ID4.
VW ID4.
94 Impala?
It's small CUV,
Oh, I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen one of those.
eCUV.
The one I saw had
Looks like
a
an F-Pace kind of.
white steering wheel. Interesting choice.
Oh wow!
White?
Interesting choice. Yeah.
What?
So
Okay,
I don't know. It was cool. It made you look at it on the road because it definitely stood out. Like, yeah, that's like the steering wheel. Like that white right there is pretty obnoxious.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
don't hate this thing. It's kind of cool looking.
No, I don't hate it either. You know, I don't know what it's. I don't know anything
They're
about it
little
really.
headlights. Oh, it's taped up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly what it is right there.
Yeah,
So
it's electric.
3 years of free fast charging. So, okay.
Yay!
There you go. Wherever you
Alright.
can find it.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, right. They're. I've yet to see.
At Volkswagen
wait.
dealerships.
Ashok, can you see if there you can bring up like Electrify America map?
Good call.
Electrify
Speaking
America.
of EVs,
Yeah.
I have some more Porsche news.
Oh boy.
Every 8th Porsche sold globally was an electric Taycan.
Every 8th.
Every 8th. Porsche has increased its global car sales during the first quarter of 2021 by 36% year over year to 71,986, up from 53,125 previously. Let's see. With 9,072 units in Q1, the Taycan is just behind the 911 at 9,133.
I thought they didn't sell that many 911s compared to like the trucks.
Well, yeah, I still think the trucks, Macan, and all that sort of stuff are way more. Let's see. I don't think it's going to give me any of that data.
I see Macans everywhere.
Macans. I dig them.
Yeah, I think they look
I do
good.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Again, I like those better than the Cayenne. Yeah, this doesn't give me the rest of the data, but it just 9,072 sold in Q1 of 2021.
All right.
So what do we got? So back to the Electrify America map. What are we looking at over in there in the New England range, Chuck? Can we zoom in on that or no?
I'm gonna try.
We've had problems with maps today.
Yeah.
There's nothing in Maine.
There's nothing in Vermont either.
Well, technically, above that dot in Maine, there really isn't anything in Maine.
that's touche.
I mean, there's no charges in Bangor. Shout to Bangor.
What's
but,
that? Wyoming. I can't read from here. and I don't-
Dakotas are getting no love.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah,
bit of
Wyoming,
a-
total shaft.
There's a bit of a gap there, if you will.
Yeah, so there's 2 cross-country routes, multiple metro charging stations. I guess that's what we were looking for. And looks like this in the Boston area, but that's about it there. And then highway charging.
If it Chuck, we'll keep moving on news, but
Yeah.
if by comparison, can you pull up a Tesla charging map as well, just
Yeah.
to see them side by side?
Well, that's not going to go good.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured, but just want to take a glance, if you will. All right, so that's the Taycan.
There's more in New England than there is entire Electrify America.
Everywhere. So here's another interesting one. Here's our fucking EV minute. Ford Evos, or Evos, I don't know how it's pronounced. Ford Evos brakes cover as wagonized SUV with ultra wide screens. This is another EV coming out of Ford.
It looks like they took the terrible front end off of the Mach-E and put on like a normal grill up front.
So this was my thing. It's just like, is the Mach-E just for American markets, and they just put this everywhere else? I honestly don't know. I haven't read this
That's
enough.
literally a marquee.
Right. So that's the thing. It's just like, maybe I should actually, try to dive into this.
Wow. Okay.
But
That looks like chicken pox.
You got the chicken pox? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
holy smokes! So that's the Tesla superchargers.
Yeah, that's just the superchargers as well, right?
Holy shit!
Look, even down there in
20,000.
Mexico.
Yeah, 20,000 superchargers. I wonder how many of the Electrify America stations there are.
Got
I'm
a bit
looking-
of
count about 12.
catching up. to
Sure,
do.
give me a second. Count all those dots.
Just give me
Just
one
take a
second.
quick look.
Let me take my time here.
Just gonna count
Let's
these
see
dots.
this. So the Ford Evo represents the Blue Oval's first product to be largely developed by a team in China, where it will be initially available and produced by the Chang'an Ford joint venture.
I believe it's Evos.
Evos
Yes.
So, not coming to the U.S.
doesn't seem like it. I don't see anything that
Yeah.
says it's not, but I don't think it will be.
Yeah,
Says
I don't know.
It says with more than 22,000 individual DC fast chargers nationwide, whereas Tesla has 20,000.
Wait, no, go back. That was 2,200. Yeah, 2,200.
Oh.
Yeah.
2,200, but Tesla has 20,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's only 10 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Okay.
big deal.
Yeah, catch right up to that.
Not an insurmountable task.
Oh, well,
so
look at the locate. Yeah, locate. Go down. Further down. Yeah.
What happened?
I just want to see. I want to locate the charger. Electrify America. 02860.
Number pad.
all right, nothing's happening.
Hello?
Oh, that's it.
And
Yep,
shouts to
it's
everybody
blocking
in
you.
the audio world. We
Yeah.
are still here. We appreciate you.
And we love you.
Yeah.
The number pad's not working.
Okay. All right.
02. What?
02860.
Yeah.
So again, Ford Evos. So I did find some details regarding the availability down below on this article. It
Tell me
says
about it.
outside the People's Republic, it is scarce.
Of
Although
Massachusetts?
it's China.
oh,
uh,
similar.
Availability outside the People's Republic seems to be scarce, so it seems like it's going to be a China-based model. Although it's widely believed the Ford Evos will go on to replace the Mondeo in Europe and the Fusion in North America.
The Ford Mondeo.
Yes.
Big
Ford-
shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Ford Fusion.
Yeah. Fusion.
But it is going to come here, apparently. So you have what is maybe a smaller Mach-E with a different front end.
So this is what the map's looking like for the area that we are currently in.
One.
Yeah, one technically.
That's okay. It's not widely
One, how far
populated
away
in
is
the
it?
Northeast.
How far away is it? Right. Yes.
7. I'm counting 9 on the screen, and it looks like it's covering.
Most of southern New England.
Could
Yeah.
you even make it from Pawtucket to like New London or Waterford? Like,
On one single charge, you'd be clinching your cheeks by the end, maybe.
Is there not one in Rhode Island, or is there one in
No,
Providence?
there's one right
one in
there. Yeah.
Providence.
exactly one in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So,
Imagine if instead of a station of like 4 or 5, it's literally just one.
so there's 9 between Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
Yeah.
which is effectively like
Many miles.
7 million, 8 million.
You just have to
So
Rochambeau
so there's
for it
like
to get there.
So
around 18 million people. There's
right,
9.
and you know, they're targeting, or not targeting, but it's a manufacturer that is generally
Wait,
loved, and
It's
people
all
are
okay.
going to be.
Well, you wouldn't go there to charge anyway. I just saw where
is
it was.
the mall?
Not gonna say anything. No, it's just. Yeah,
Wait, the Providence one?
yeah.
It's not at the Whole Foods, is it?
It would be a lovely place if it's at the Whole Foods.
Oh, really?
Oh God,
Yeah.
I see where.
Is
wow.
it at the race gas station on Broad Street?
No.
Get Johnny's Moya de Yucas, you know?
Yeah. What do we got over there?
Anything else for news?
Nothing worth talking about.
No, not really.
Yeah, just there's some Audi baloney, but it's not important at all.
Audi baloney?
It's
You
just
know I
the
love Audi baloney.
A7L.
Nope, don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Long
Baloney.
wheelbase A7.
Yeah,
It's an
Which is-
A7, so it's a 2-door, but it's a 4-door,
So-
but it's a long wheelbase.
fastback sedan.
So it's an A9.
Exactly.
Okay. You guys want to talk about videos?
Yes, let's do videos.
for a video. Boom!
It's there.
Well, boys, I'll tell you what. Videos. Hoonigan.
Mhm.
Always into it. This versus that. All right? They had Amelia Hartford. Thank you, sir. And I'm going to get into my feelings.
Yeah.
Which will be surprising to viewers.
I didn't get to watch this one yet. So.
Amelia Hartford and her vet, the clickbait fastest see whatever vet in the world, versus a man on a stroked out Yamaha Banshee
This is what I'm here for.
street quad thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he does mostly sand drag races in it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. I'll tell you what, horsepower to weight came into play because this thing was like a 421cc 2-stroke quad that Scotto and Vin picked up by themselves with hardly any
Yeah, barely weighing
struggle
anything.
at all. Amelia Hartford, the first episode was they raced the guy in the McLaren or whatever. Oh, the
Taycan.
Taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Two people with shitty attitudes doesn't make good videos.
Yeah.
So when I saw she was in this one, I was like, I'm gonna watch it, but this is my last time.
Yeah.
I just there's something about her.
She was great and sorted. Great and sorted.
Tell you what, excellent and sorted. She
Yeah.
just comes through. I don't know. She comes through a little weird in these. Full
Before
of
she
it,
had that world record, though. Sorted prior world record.
It's true.
World record changes you.
it does. It does. I'll tell you what.
Changes
She's
Josh is looking at me like, I'm not in. I'm not in.
I'll tell you what.
Well, I was trying to think of something witty and PC to say. Couldn't do it.
She got whooped. Whipped. This guy's leaving off the line on 2 wheels, and she's coming up with excuses. And it's
Yeah.
like, listen, maybe it's pulling timing.
It's a 4-wheeler.
That guy's on a 4-wheeler.
Right. If there's no, yeah, you.
And like,
it's-
so the first race, it's like, she's, I got to pull timing. This is not boosting right. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, he's running a 2-stroke 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got all sorts of problems.
His plugs have already fouled out.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
right. So yeah. You,
Now, there's some of the best editing work in any Hoonigan video. The first or second time he wins, where it goes into like him flying through space on this thing as it's pulling wheelies. I mean, it's fucking. I'm sitting there crying. It's some of the best Hoonigan. It's worth it just for that. So if you can sit through the cringiness of Amelia losing and not being able to deal with it. But like, I think he wins the second race, and it just goes into the song that I know, and he's flying through space, and it's doing flips, and it's just terribly cut in.
that makes me so happy because I saw the 4-wheeler and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and then one of them, she says the car won't shift, and then they agree that he gets the hit, she gets the hit, and then what do you know? The car starts shifting,
Yeah.
and she's able to maybe win that one because this guy is so high up in the with the front wheels in the air. I'm just not buying it. It comes across her attitudes. The guy in the Banshee's an absolute fucking G, and it's ridiculous. Is that
Someone
she's-
said it
She
wasn't
starts complaining
his.
about a boost leak, yada yada yada. It's just like nothing that goes wrong with your 1,000 horsepower vet matters.
Yeah.
This guy's on an ATV,
Right.
literally doing the shadiest racing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. An
And it's
ATV
tough-
that's probably, 20-something years old at this point?
Yeah, and it's to 500 because like turns out the aerodynamics of an ATV don't hold up past that.
Once you hit a certain amount
The
of speed.
aerodynamics of a man.
Yeah.
And the guy is just like, because the other guy played off her bad, the guy in the take him, he came across as like an ultra
Right,
douche.
Yeah.
This guy was just like, yeah, bro, let's hit it. Let's go. Yeah, no, I can't wait, man.
I'm going to watch it anyway.
And the hooligan, oh, you got it. There's a hooligan guys who are like, they all bet on the Banshee to win, basically, except for one of the guys. And like, I mean, at one point, he's ripping a wheelie while racing, and she stops and says she couldn't shift. And all the hooligan guys are like, she definitely just stopped because she thought she was going to kill him.
Yeah.
Because he's like in a wheelie.
He's just fucking.
It's the best this versus that just because the bike is insane.
Yeah.
Like totally insane. He's running 3.4 pounds of pressure in the rear tires.
So it's just the sidewall holding him up.
They
That's
feel
it.
the tire like it feels weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that guy. I've never seen anyone leave the line that hard.
I read some comments, and what I gathered was it wasn't his. It was like his son's. Like he also does it, but that's not his actual.
That's even better.
It's not his actual like 4-wheeler.
So he's got one that's wilder.
Apparently.
Oh my god.
And
Apparently.
she's just like, I just wanted to be fair. I just wanted to be fair. Like, okay, so you agree to do another head-to-head 500?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just like, oh, okay. And like,
I wonder what his trap speed was at 500 foot.
I have no idea, but this dude is like leaning over the
unsafe.
front, leaning over
Yeah.
the front axle. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Comes up off the ground. He's shifting well in a wheelie. It's just fucking magical.
Yeah.
Absolutely magical. It's one of the best ones. But it's gonna be to the point where like, I don't know if I give her another chance. You know,
Yeah.
Attitude is rough, man.
It's weird. I think she's a first, second time person.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the first one, the Taking guy, I was like, okay, well, this Taking guy's just coming off wrong, so this is terrible. But like this one, I don't know. This guy on the quad was hilarious. So,
Well, if you want wholesome this versus that content, we heard Scotto talk about the greatness that is Nads.
Yes.
We see
Mhm.
it just pours through the screen when you watch him.
Yep.
They did a A86 powered or not
oh, I saw that one. That was awesome.
a new Civic Type R engine powered A86 versus a new Civic Type R, and Nads is so excited he can't even like throw out coherent sentences.
No, that's because of the guy that's driving the A86.
He's just losing his mind. He's so excited about it. He wants to talk to the guy, but then he asks him a question and is just answering the question for him because he's so excited.
yeah, but
it's
he knows
awesome.
all about the build. He's like a legendary Japanese drifter.
I had to look him up, but I mean, it's not
I
like
forget his name.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the car's ridiculous.
yeah, it's a super cool car. That is a great.
And the other guy,
This for
the guy
stat.
driving the Honda is awesome. He's like, yeah, I work for Honda. If they win, that's fine. It's Honda powered.
Yeah, if I lose, even it doesn't matter.
Yeah, all Honda.
Yeah, it was good. It was kind of it was uneventful almost,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just enjoyed that one a lot.
yeah, that one was awesome. I mean, they're all awesome.
Yeah.
Dai Yoshihara.
Yoshihara.
Yeah,
That's
I think
the
that's the guy.
Yeah, so I had to Google him. I didn't know who it was. No shame.
No, yeah, I don't know who it is.
No shame. But that car, wow.
Yeah,
Very,
really
really
cool
cool.
stuff.
Brings it.
Yeah, definitely brings it. Like the paint on the car was like actually once they talked about it, it made a ton of sense. And like the color of the inside, color of the outside.
Can you find the one we're looking at? We were just talking about where they race at Hartford, and it goes to the edited scene where he's flying the thing through space.
Yeah.
It might take you a second.
Yeah, it'll take you a second.
It's
I
just
got a
like-
real important
it's like
video we can talk
10
about in the
seconds.
meantime.
Yeah,
It was on YouTube.
yeah.
This guy cuts open a $1,300 block of Parmesan cheese.
Oh my god.
Parmigiano.
The block was probably, you couldn't get your arms around it. It was, I would say maybe 2 monster cans tall. He cuts this thing open. It's beautiful. It came with my recommended. It knows me.
It does.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
It understands you.
I'm sure it did. Let's see. No, that's what they're talking.
Wait, is it somewhere in the beginning?
It's maybe after he wins the first or second race. I think there's 3 or 4 races.
Keep scrubbing that. I got one that we can talk
Yeah.
about real quick.
It's like 10 seconds, so it's gonna be hard to find.
So apparently there was a thing called the Bracketry Awards, which was an international car show.
International.
International. So
What was it called?
by DeBoss Garage, the Bracketry Awards
That's before
by
that.
International Car Show 2021. The boys from Bad Obsession Motorsport presented the top 3. So they presented the top 3, but then they also did some some very close finalists. So they presented 2 finalists.
Yeah.
One of those finalists,
I know.
our friend Derek Kleegraf,
Yep.
or Kleegrave, I believe it is.
Oh, I saw
With
that.
his R1 powered Mini. But it was super, super cool to watch those guys talk about his car, talk about what he did, and that sort of stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah. If I was him, I would fangirl super hard.
Oh, he 100% was. That's
Yeah.
how I seen it because he posted it to his stories. Just
Yeah.
like dreams came true.
Yeah, he's like a serious mini dude.
Yeah.
He's into him a lot. Obviously, as you can tell. I mean, not many people go that. I don't know what's going on there, but not many people go that deep on a mini.
Yeah.
He obviously has.
On multiples.
Yeah, 2. Josh, I mean, you've made a video of one of them, which you can find on the
Yep.
Revival channel. And then have you shot
I shot some pictures of the other one.
for the calendar?
For the calendar.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it was in the
Yeah.
calendar.
And we probably should make another video of that, of his other one too.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Also, he has an awesome video clip on his Instagram. You can dig back and find it. But he's in a warehouse doing a burnout in the R1 powered Mini while his friend jumps the Mini on a bike.
Yeah. Is it,
It's sick.
or is it him jumping over his own Mini while his friend's doing
Maybe.
the burnout? I
Yeah,
can't
maybe.
remember.
One of the two.
But yeah, just off a
Mayhem.
launch ramp, completely over the Mini. Super, super awesome video and
Yeah.
some stills from that. So, shouts to him because that was awesome to see. What else do we have for
New
videos?
Revival vlogs. Check them
New
out.
Revival,
Revival
vlog.
vlogs.
Chuck's doing an oil change.
Josh made a trailer.
Yeah, I made a trailer out for our actual YouTube channel, so you can go check that out as well. And we have a handful of stuff coming out very, very
It looks
soon.
like
So-
Shook found
Shook
it for
found
us.
it. Let's watch it.
We can't play music, can we?
Live reaction.
no, not through that.
What if it's a reaction?
We can react to it for sure.
Okay, let's react to it.
It'd be cool if OBS would find the thing. Oh, you could just watch it and react to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think I know the song anyway.
Oh, the music just makes it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. It was so funny when it happened on the show. I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
It just went over the top of him.
I like brought it back. I was like, I have to watch this again.
Look
like
at this
dude, he's at the
guy.
end of the
Holy
damn
sh-
street.
he's
Whoa.
literally-
Oh my God.
Literally fighting it the
The
entire
balls
way.
I
on
know,
this guy.
Dude, the dude is a monster.
The absolute balls on this guy to be doing that. Oh my God.
Jesus, you'd think you get more traction with that pair.
Also, they keep on talking about how the guy's like, it's hard to keep the bike down because his balls keep getting bigger as he goes down the track. I mean, it's incredible. The commentary, those guys are just the best, man. Harris put a new video on the new GT3,
Oh, tell
Yes.
me more.
which is interesting because I'm really interested in the new GT3 and GT3's
In general.
general. So they get the press car for for the UK,
Yep.
and they usually have to put 1,000 miles on it before anyone can drive it to break it in.
Yep.
Harris agrees to break it in for him.
He really took one for the team.
So he's driving it normal for like 1,000 miles and then takes it to the track. I mean, it's just a great video. Watch it. The car's cool. I'm still not 100% sold on the looks. For me, it's not really the swan neck wing that throws me. It's the vents in the hood I think look
Yeah.
weird.
They're
But maybe in real life, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not as bad as like a new M3, M4. But maybe you see it in real life and it just balances out. I mean, you can't argue. It's got 510 horsepower, so like 10 more. But I guess the big thing about it's got double wishbone suspension up front, and it's just supposed to take the thing to a whole new level. So I don't know. If Harris puts it out, I'll watch it. If he puts it out about the new GT3, I'll watch it very closely. Car sounds cool, looks cool. The only thing is bitching that it was a PDK and not a manual, but you can get a manual. And then it keeps mentioning how if you can buy one, you should, and not money wise, because it's just hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to get them at all. So
They do sound very well. Like, I mean, Porsche, like, does sound of cars very well. It's something they definitely
and
put high on their
it's that-
priority list.
it's that new blue. I mean, it's just everything's great about it. It's really cool. It's a cool video. Obviously, it's Harris, so
yeah.
President.
it's gonna rock. It's the president. So yeah,
Pose.
I'd highly suggest that when you're done watching that hilarious this versus that.
Want to get into the main topic?
Main topic, baby.
It's the main topic. Main topic.
So
Main topic.
Boy, do we have a Monday. A case of the Mondays.
it had to be a couple months ago where our friend Ransom Pete in Big Seat told us they were getting a bunch of cars in sometime
It was
in the
at a donut
spring.
meet.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I don't know how we're going to get them up. We'll probably just have someone else drive a trailer. I was like, what? There's no need to drive trailers.
Yeah.
What do you
We'll
mean?
just go down a port and drive them back. it was kind of a loose idea, and then like it got closer, and people was like, "You cool with that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And Corey was into it. So we had the two of us going down. We're calling it the Revival Finger Tight Bring a Plate Rally. The initial idea before, I didn't even know if it was before the Rona. I think it was for the last batch of cars that came in. Was we'll all take license plates off our cars, take public transportation to Jersey, and drive them back up, and it's a rally. That fell off the wheels a little bit because nobody want to take public transportation. So
That's definitely why.
Corey, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to take public transport.
Same.
So.
Corey and I agreed to do it, and then at the donut meet, we're like, who else can we get to drive a car? Because there's more cars than ability right now to tow. And Noah was there. I'm like, no, you don't work Mondays. Want to come? And he stupidly agreed to come with us the day before the rally.
A day makes it seem too long. It was about 12 hours before we had to leave.
Because we had to leave
liftoff.
Monday at 2 o'clock in the morning to Pete's house.
Yeah.
Because we had to leave Pete's at 4:30. 4 o'clock.
To get to the port for 7.
For 7. The port, which we found out opens at 8. But
Yeah.
that's okay. It was hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, we filmed the whole thing. We all left from our own house because everybody's house was equidistant from Pete's house. So it didn't make sense to just leave at 1 o'clock in the morning and all meet at one house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we all met at Pete's. We had cameras. We took a ton of footage.
For one thing to note is we all get in Pete's bourbon, right?
Yeah, Pete's got a bourbon.
Incredibly comfortable. We got the trailer out back, three row seating,
Yep.
a bunch of meatballs packed inside. Pete's wife, right? A godsend of a woman, just an absolute angel. Packs us all individual snack bags.
Yeah,
Oh,
unbelievable.
man.
Just Pete has a cooler full of monsters, and Corey cracked one at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Roughly.
Maybe 6. Maybe 6 o'clock in the
You
morning.
know what they say? 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
where we were.
Yeah, roughly. Individual snack bags with home-cooked banana muffins, granola bars, fruit snacks. I mean, you name it, it was in there. Just an absolute angel of a woman.
And Big Seat was with us as well, but it's Pete's son and he cares about him, so he didn't let him drive a car back.
Yeah. Well, also, like, Big Seat's like, he goes through this all the time, right? Because the car's always coming in and out for
Big
Pete.
Seat,
Yeah.
Big Seat and Pete always make this happen.
Yeah. So he's like, you know what? For once, I get to sit in the comfy car, and I don't have to really deal with anything.
I mean, I got to give it up for Big Seat also because if that were me, I would have slept the whole time and just laughed at us fools. But he was up and at him. He was cognizant the whole time. Yeah, Pete drove us all down to Jersey in the Bourbon. We get there at 7 a.m.
On the dot.
To the gate. Bunch of guys waiting outside. Gate's not open. No, they open at 8. Okay.
Cool.
So we did what we did best. We bullshitted outside. And then if you really wanted to give someone a picture of the American, what happens in America when stuff comes in,
Yeah. Ports America.
Ports America, you would have sent them with us. Where are the cars? They're right behind that row of containers, probably 300 feet away.
Yeah.
You get them out of here in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah. You can't go in to see him.
Can't go in to see them.
No photos.
No photos. I got we were originally Pete said we could hang out on the other side of the gate,
Yeah.
and like we were just sitting there, and the security guards like, guys, it's too crowded in here. You get out of the gate. And we're just like, well, we're gonna stand on the side of the road.
We stood 3 feet on the other side of the
On the
fence.
other side of the
Totally
fence.
okay now.
Totally okay. Until I
couldn't go
started
inside.
taking videos.
Oh, wow.
In which case he called me buddy and told me I couldn't take videos.
Hey, buddy, no photography.
No photography. Don't worry, I'm not taking photos.
It's not photos, it's video.
We were trying to catch. There was an Evo 4
Evo 4, yeah.
that was coming out of the port.
Yeah.
Super
Turns
cool.
out, surprise, surprise, the guy knows Jesse.
Under its own power?
Under its own power, yeah.
Vaguely,
Yeah, all right.
vaguely.
So we
Yeah.
all picked a car.
I didn't pick a car.
That's true.
I
picked
just said,
a car.
fuck it. Whatever one I get, I get.
So what I got a Suzuki Wagon R, which is the free. If you seen my Mira,
Sure, can you bring that up for the fans in there?
if you seen my Daihatsu Mira,
Yep.
I thought it was going to be like a long wagon version of it. Turns out it's exactly the same length. Maybe it's 3 inches longer, but it just has the most headroom out of any car ever built.
It's just
It's
tall.
2 feet. It's 2 feet taller.
Yeah. And, well, that's not an R.
Yeah.
The
Because
photo
mine-
of that
mine-
is
it has a
fucking
knock
wonderful.
duct. It has 2 doors on one side, 1 door on the other, and the highest hatchback I've ever seen in my life. Like I can sit in this car, and I have 2+ feet of headroom.
So
And I just-
you could put on your biggest hat.
Right? I thought all the pictures made it look weird.
Is it this guy?
That's
do like
older.
a 94.
Do 94, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand its purpose, but I'm glad it exists.
Good question. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What
It's
would
similar,
it suit?
but
Yeah, you could tell because it has a knockaduct
yeah.
in the hood. So it's a 660cc turbo, 5-speed. So yeah, and then on the way down there I realized I picked a K car.
And we're driving 3 hours home
through New Jersey,
through New Jersey,
York.
New York.
That thing's tight.
It was pretty tight, and it's for sale if you'd like it.
Yeah.
Corey
I got the pleasure of driving.
Corey gets literally, he gets an R33 Skyline, which at first sounds awesome until
Yeah.
you realize a 4-door R33 Skyline is literally an exact blend of a 97 Corolla
and a 97 Maxima.
and a 97 Maxima.
Yeah.
It is, being inside of it reminded me, I had not who had one way back in the day, a Maxima that is,
Yeah.
and it was the same as being inside that car. Now this car, beautiful white exterior,
Beautiful.
gray cloth interior. Everything had a fine film of nicotine.
Oh.
Yeah, super
But-
strong film of nicotine.
Let me tell you, I felt like the Mac Daddy driving this thing home. There was just something so genuine about it. Like you got in it, and it was just like, yeah, the Skyline. Like no matter what, you can tell people the
You
Skyline.
know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
5-speed, right?
No, it was an automatic.
Wasn't it? I was the only one driving a stick too.
No, it was an automatic.
Oh
you
my
put
God.
it in D. I did put the power switch on. There was a NORM,
Yeah.
power, and then snow,
Yeah.
like rocker switch. Power switch the whole time, baby.
Yeah,
yeah.
Power
No,
switch the
you
whole
can
time.
tell.
Drift,
Boost
though.
mode.
Looking in my rear view,
I mean, that's a cool looking version, but that is exactly what I was
looking
driving.
in my rear view, I was like, that is 100% a Toyota Corolla behind me. And then you're behind and you're like, that is a Maxima with the weirdest rear tail lights I've ever seen. The coolest rear tail lights as well.
There was a Toyota badge added to the rear end of the car, which was interesting. But
Yeah.
hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And then Noah, who had no pick of anything, ends up getting a Nissan Presidente with like a 4.2 liter V8 that was just like a mix between I don't know what and a Bentley.
A transverse, like
Yeah, Transverse 8.
yeah, very strange.
91, like the older one.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's looking close.
That is close. So it was immediately, besides the fact that the president would not start up in port because it was totally dead on battery and fuel, it was immediately discovered that he picked the best car.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
It had the doilies inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
whole thing doilies.
It had the little extended, like kind of. It looks like a flagpole, but the little light at the end of the bumper.
Yes.
Really
yes.
loving that word doilies.
Yeah, it did. They all had the doilies.
I believe they were called doilies.
The interior of this thing was pristine.
It was-
totally pristine. It purred like a kitten. It drove fantastic. Noah's not a man of many emotion. Let me tell you.
You got attached.
In love. I'll tell you what, I mean, when you pull a car to port, as well as Corey and I found out, there's hardly any fuel in them. And Pete's like, yeah, just go over that hill to the gas station. We're driving to this gas station, and
It's a war zone.
It's a war zone. Everything on the road is a massive truck.
Yes.
And both of our cars are substantially below E.
Like
So-
under the letter E.
So we make it to the gas station in New Jersey where this guy, I pulled to the wrong side of the pump. The guy's like, oh, you can fill it yourself. I fill it myself, which I didn't think you could do in New Jersey.
I was just gonna say,
Fill
yeah.
a 5-gallon container, pull the car up like 4 feet. Corey pulls to my bumper. We fill his car up with the same pump. We bring the 5 gallons back for the president. So Pete puts 4 of it in the president, and we're like, okay, we'll take the president to the gas station on the way. Pete also got the cleanest Acti van I've ever seen in my life.
A Honda Street.
Acti Street.
Acti Street Limited or whatever.
Yeah, it was sick.
Super clean. It had chrome
Is
brush
this the one
guards
that I
all the
was
way around.
showing? It's like a van. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
These are
yeah.
so cool.
So he's trailering that. So the premise is whoever breaks down has to drive the Acti Street back, which definitely maxes out at like 60 miles an hour up a hill.
Yeah.
Probably 70 down.
Yeah.
So we go, and we're going to take the president. So as I said, Pete puts 4 gallons in the 8-cylinder president. And we go, and we're going to go to the gas station. As we're getting to the gas station, we're in Newark, which is beautiful.
Yeah. Lovely town, by the way.
And
Yeah.
There's a train between the road and the gas station now, like 1,000-car long train. So we just skip it.
I can't see the beginning. I can't see the end.
Yeah, so we just skip it and get on the highway. And Noah, being a man of few words, I swear to God,
Wait, we all had walkie-talkies.
we all had walkie-talkies,
Oh, we all had walkie-talkies.
which was amazing because it's bullshitting the whole time.
Josh, do we have walkie-talkies
We
here?
do, yeah.
We need
yeah.
them. We need to use them
We
more.
need to get some more, but yeah.
We need to use them because let me tell you, we could be going to get the gas station. We need walkie-talkies. Separate
Yeah.
cars, walkie-talkies.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, separate cars and walkie-talkies is the best. So one of the things that happens is Noah will like, I don't know. He's just the most patient man. So we're driving on the highway and we're like, anybody needed to get gas? Like we're 100 miles from where we left. We put 4 gallons in the President. And Noah's like, yes, my car is substantially below E.
I forgot.
And
I had a full tank.
You'd be
I was
fucking
good.
kidding me.
You're fine.
I had a full tank. I had my arm out the window. I had my headphones in. I'm fucking cruising down the road.
The point being, if we didn't ask, he would have just ran out of gas and been fine. He was like, I'm also fine with just running out.
You know what? Chuck said about his friend. He's loyal to a fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know
he
what?
is.
Just quiet to a fault.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just totally.
He's in love driving this thing, totally nervous because he's totally out of gas
Yeah.
and not saying a word. So we pulled over in a town that made way more money than any of us. And remember, every single time the light turned, there was a supercar at it.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Jesus.
It was
On
either like a
Monday.
Rolls. Oh yeah, that didn't matter. A Rolls, 720,
McLaren.
What else is there?
The color on the McLaren was
Oh my
crazy.
god, the wheels not so much, but
Wheels are terrible.
yeah.
So whatever, we made it there, and it was really. I mean, we vlogged this whole thing. It's gonna be pretty funny. It was like you probably hear the guy yelling at me to leave. You'll hear Noah be, oh, I'm almost out of gas. And then we get back on the highway, and we're getting on the highway, and there's a freaking Carrera GT on the highway.
Jesus, yeah.
And I
That's
was
not.
like, what?
I grabbed the walkie-talkie. I'm like, oh
was this
my
in,
god,
was
what
this
the
in,
fuck?
was this in Connecticut?
No, we
Or
were in
this
New
was-
We
York.
were in New
Still-
York, like
still in-
Westchester.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then we
and it sounded good. If
Yeah.
you're wondering.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
totally smooth sailing until it started raining. I went to turn my windshield wipers on, and they did not function. So the first time I just sprinkled a little, I made it. The second time it was getting dark. I'm like, I'm getting off. And by the time I get off that exit ramp, I couldn't see a goddamn thing. And yeah, we pulled over. The linkages were pulled off. We have a beautiful action sequence of them Noah fixing it and
Was that
Pete.
an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's or something?
That was the biggest AutoZone in the country we pulled into.
Every single employee was coming out, losing their minds. They were trying to get photos of all the cars. They were
Oh,
asking
that's
us
awesome.
where we were from, what we were doing, all this like weird. They're like, where'd these come from? And we're telling them like, oh yeah, we just picked them up from the port from Japan. You got them in Japan? I was like, yeah. Well, I didn't get them anything. I'm just driving
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
like
then,
just a
like,
ship.
we got that fixed, which was a miracle that those things just snapped back together. I have no idea how that happened.
A
And then
professional mechanic. That's how.
exactly. And then we get back on, and literally as soon as we get back on the highway, my walkie-talkie runs out of batteries. I'm like, well, that's incredible luck because otherwise, if it ran out before, I'd be like, why's Chuck getting off?
Yeah.
I don't fuck him. We went to Pepe's, we went to Pete's. It was super smooth, super fun. Yeah, even at the end, we're all like, yeah, Noah had the best car.
Yeah, and Noah lucked. He lucked out. He got the President. It's such a cool car. It's one of those cars where like you just drive around in it, you feel like you are the fucking man.
And I think, Chris, I heard Big Seat figured out the suspension and stuff on it too, because it got crazy suspension with hydraulics running into it. Like, it just has a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
So it looks like a Buick fucked a Bentley.
What color is it?
It's like black.
It was black? Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
darker
wasn't
color.
quite
Yeah,
sure.
it was super dark color. So
My-
either black or like dark blue.
My K car, for some reason, looks like it was on the top deck and the ship went through the Sahara Desert. Like, I just don't know how it was that dirty.
It was covered in a thick layer of dirt and sand.
Just grime.
just like, yeah, like it rained and it didn't do anything to
Yeah.
it. It was totally, ugh.
There's footage I have of the GoPro inside the car, and I like look through the rearview mirror, and you can see the thick layer of nicotine yellow on the rearview mirror,
Yeah.
like clearly in the footage. Like I can't even get. I was trying to get a shot of like Chuck behind me, and you're just looking into like a film.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how dirty it was until I had to put the windows up when it was raining because I could kind of see through. And I put the windows up, like, well, I can't even see in the rear view now. Like, and of course, it's from Japan, so everything has insane rain guards on it.
Yeah.
The rain guards on the Presidente
What is it with Japan and rain guards?
I love rain guards, man. I don't
do.
know. So
They really
yeah,
do.
we had a lot of fun. I think it's gonna make a good video. We made sure to get a lot of B-roll, a lot of footage of everything. There was a lot of waiting at the port. A lot of updates. I made a lot of Charlie Ever updates on there for you.
Yeah.
Still
So
here. What
if
time
you-
did you leave the port?
the port,
Fucking 11.
Oh, wow,
11
okay.
maybe.
I'm thinking more like noon.
No, but we were PPs for like 2:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually-
probably about noon.
Yeah. We'll get a timestamp on
And then
that.
like at the port, there's like a bunch of trucks and truck driver guys, and then just guys with like rigs picking up cars from Japan because
Right,
like
right,
the boat
just-
obviously just came in.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
probably about noon we left.
How many cars did you see overall? Like,
Well,
could
we
you see
weren't
how
allowed
many-
inside, but Pete said
Not
there were
many.
like 100K trucks.
But there's a
There's a
ton.
bunch of cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
I know.
There was a clapped out Mark IV Supra in there.
Big Seat. He snagged some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's funny because like you got other people, pretty much you're surrounded by everything that's longer than 53 feet
Yeah.
and has a sleeper cab, and then once in a while someone comes through with either a small truck and trailer,
And it's noticeable.
and you know they're here to pick up something.
Yeah.
They're picking up something silly from Japan.
So like there was a dude who showed up in a tour rag with a trailer, and he was waiting for a long time, and then we finally saw him on the highway, and he had a Toyota Astro.
oh, was that what he had?
Yeah, Toyota Astro, and then there was another two kids showed up in what was like the first gen MR2, and they were there to pick up something.
Yeah.
They were obviously as shady as we were because they didn't have a trailer. They
They
just had
didn't
plates, maybe.
They were gonna share the same plate.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right.
We obviously had totally legit templates for everything. So
Yeah, so we all took a different approach. I went with the legal defense approach, where I took a legitimate plate with all proper documentation to back it up.
Yeah.
As far as like registration, insurance, everything there, copies of everything. Chuck went with I'm bringing tools,
yeah, I
which
brought
was a
some
smart
tools.
move because you needed them.
Yeah, I
Noah,
brought my big
Noah
tool
just
kit.
came with his brain.
No,
Yeah.
it brought his brain.
Yeah, and Pete was the most prepared man I have ever seen in my life.
I
can see
brought
it.
I need everything I need to have a comfortable drive. Like I had like
Yeah.
a holder for my phone, extra battery pack, Bluetooth thing. And I'm not going to get into what kind of plate I put on it. I don't think we should get that deep into
Yeah.
those facts.
But yeah, no, I mean it's the same thing too. I was like, yeah, I need extra batteries for the GoPro,
Yep.
headphones. Because
Did
like,
you notice the way we came back was literally the worst way I've ever come back from New York to anywhere?
yeah,
I mean, it was just like it took like 9 hours.
Did you go through Connecticut?
No, we went like primarily through New York somehow.
I was gonna say because I'm sure you didn't hit traffic until you hit Connecticut.
That is also correct.
we went over the Tappan Zee and then got off somewhere else where I didn't.
I
really
tried to
know.
follow where
287.
we went on the map.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
287 over the. Yeah.
But it was magical.
such a great time. Also, I forgot my Easy Pass, so I said YOLO.
Yeah,
and just
YOLO'd it. And Noah like paid with cash like a maniac.
well, so I pulled up to the first thing as an attempt to do my due diligence, and then realized I'm sitting on the other side of the car and I can't be bothered to lean over.
Yeah, it's not gonna
So I
happen.
was just let it rip.
Yeah, just send
I'll
it.
figure it out later.
I'll get a bill in the mail.
I'll figure it out later. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to keep up. It was in all the spirit of the whole thing.
Yeah. It's
Spirit of the
rally.
gumball.
It's a rally.
Adventures like this are like what makes me appreciate like the friends I have and the opportunities we have to do just the silliest shit like this.
Ridiculous. car
I'm
shit, yeah.
driving back, and I don't want to get into what kind of plate I had on there. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do if I get pulled over?
See, I had it all planned
No,
out.
I had a plan.
Yeah.
Wasn't a good one.
Oh, I
I'm
had
just
a good
gonna
one.
go.
I had a good one. You weren't gonna make it very far in that little thing. Yeah. I'd,
He's not pulling over.
I'd argue that the Suzuki Wagon R, if it drag raced the R33, would beat it.
Yeah, probably. The R33 was not fast. None of these cars were fast.
The president, if we were going 1,500 feet, the president would have.
Noah said it was legitimately slow.
Luxurious speed.
Yeah.
The Suzuki Wagon R feels peppy at times. It had an exhaust leak. I think one of the gaskets was shot,
Yeah.
and when that baby would open up, it would sound quite peppy.
Yeah.
But it was dead stock because I thought the Wagon R, and as I said, it's a faster one because it's a turbo. But I thought it'd be cool. Like my mirror's crazy. Like someone did all the shit to it, and it's hilarious. The Wagon R was definitely somebody's family vehicle.
Yeah, like
There's like zero doubt in my mind.
I understand why, like, if you live somewhere where parking is tight, but you need versatility and utility, and you need to move your family around, like, I get it.
How about
Japan.
how about the picnic basket that comes out of the
Oh
passenger
my
seat?
God! Explain the picnic basket.
My my mirror, when I got it, we went to put subwoofers in it because I'm an idiot. And there's a file drawer that pulls up from under the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It was full of a bunch of Japanese goodies, like a welding torch end and some Japanese pop albums. So I'm looking under the Wagon R, and I'm like, well, it doesn't pull out, but there's like a molded bucket under there. So from the back, you pull a latch, it pops the passenger seat up, and it's literally
Search seat basket.
a bucket the size of the other side of the seat with a
There we are,
handle
right
that you
there.
pull out.
Oh wow.
Second picture. I mean, first will work too.
Yeah,
But
there it is.
it's
Yeah.
literally it.
Screaming at me. The
Yeah.
first one's in better quality, sir.
I don't even know what it's for. Look, it's got the handle. You can like take it in the store.
Yeah, it was like that's exactly what it would be for. Like you
Yeah.
could take this in the store, do your shopping,
Carry on in.
and then plop it back out of there, fold your fart cushion over it, and fucking.
Totally forget
Fart
about the eggs
cushion?
you just bought.
And you do, I was just right. You don't have to worry about your salamis fucking flying all over
Tearing
the
ass
place.
into your sandwiches.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Keeping them warm.
Heated seat, baby girl.
I was just gonna say, hey, I bought this cake.
Let me tell you, I'm just happy no one was in the car with me after eating all that pizza. I had such a long talk with myself.
I'm a gross man.
I shouldn't do this.
Corey, you should know better. You're 31 years old.
I
Figure it out.
purposely did not eat that much pizza. I saw you shoveling pizza on your face. I was like, he's gonna pay.
Yeah, I was like, you're a
did you-
grown ass man. You got to figure this out.
What did you think was gonna happen?
It's like,
I get lost. It overcomes me.
yeah.
You're in the bathroom at Pepe's staring at yourself in the mirror. We talked about this.
No, I just manned up. I went up to the car. I just manned up. I just went up to the car. I'm just
Eyes
gonna.
on the prize.
I'm gonna take it on the chin.
I got 300 miles in me.
I'll tell you, I don't know how you get to that basket though, because I had to have both doors open to
Yeah.
to pull the back and pull the front. I don't. It probably comes out easy. But yeah, that's it. That's somebody's arm taking it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It was so weird.
Why don't cool things like this happen on like normal cars here?
I don't know. You have to buy
You
this
have to-
car.
Yeah, you got to buy a fucking.
I'm not gonna lie.
F-150
That's a
Lariat.
standout feature of that vehicle.
It really is. I think it's the standout feature.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Short of being able to stand up like an 11-year-old inside, you know, like
you
I don't know,
could
dude.
you
My
could
Civic, you slide the cup holder back. There's a cup holder for a big gulp.
really
That's
double
pretty-
cup holder.
It's
Is
big.
that
Alright.
only the American
Oh,
edition of that car?
important
so.
note: none of these cars had cup holders, but I had
not
all the
even one.
drinks,
Yeah,
and none of them sealed.
there wasn't a cup holder as far as the eye could see. Yeah, you had to just shotgun the monsters. I'm pretty sure I could stand up hunched and drive that Wagon R.
Yeah. I got home at 7:30, could barely keep my eyes open, but had the most fun I've had in such a long time.
I get in my X3, put it in lane hold, put it at 140 miles an hour, and fell asleep.
Just teleported home.
Woke up in a pond.
I took the opposite approach. I got on the highway, set the cruise control at 60, and was like, "I'll get there when I get there." Like,
Yeah, GPS is telling me exactly when I'm getting home.
Yeah.
Just along for the ride.
It was
Oh.
such a long ride from Pete's house, which isn't that far. The ride back after driving all day,
Right.
but
right.
it was
Yeah.
it was so much fun. I'd do that anytime. Hopefully, we're picking up a bunch of crazy shit next time we're down there.
I'm sure does he already have other stuff in the pipeline?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, I figured.
he's got
just how it works.
stuff in the pipe. I mean, he might have sold a couple cars that day. I mean, Noah's definitely in.
Yeah. Noah was smitten.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Smitten over the president.
Oh man.
I was beyond in love with the Acti on the trailer.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Acti's sick. I don't know what the Wagon R.
I keep imagining the president like a picture of it. It's like accelerating in caviar, like in like
Yeah, it's
asterisks.
Yeah.
Accelerates in caviar.
it was they were all super cool. I'm glad I get to drive that thing. It is fucking hilarious. But it really like the K car is not the highway car. I mean, I was cruising along at like 70 miles an hour at
Yeah.
5,000 RPM. So it had more.
Bit of a racket.
Yeah, meanwhile, I was doing the same just at like, I don't know, like 2,000 RPM.
Yeah,
just
and
kind of
the
floating
president was
along.
barely turning.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm very excited to start editing that video.
We got separated
bringing
a
it all
couple times.
together.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful.
So yeah, that was the Bring a Plate rally.
That sounds pretty fun. I'm sorry I had to miss it.
You were able to live vicariously.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
oh,
that was a
that's
battle
why
you didn't need
I'm
to
like-
fight, you know?
I'm so. So that's the thing. It's kind of like, you know, like going to watch a football game in the middle of January.
Yeah.
It's like I can stay home.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. I can
mhm.
watch. I can pee if I
Oh
want.
my God, it was a beautiful day too. The weather.
No, it was. It,
The weather really came out for us. Besides
was-
that one rainstorm that put me off the highway.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't texting purposely because I'm like, the boys are on this trip, but I am going to check social media to see if I see updates. And then I seen one update of you guys at AutoZone. I'm like, oh no.
we were trying to
Oh,
like keep a
jeez.
social media blackout.
Right, which is good. It's a very good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to editing that and showing it to everybody. Want to get into questions?
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's do some questions. Let me pop these things up.
Pop this thing.
That's another thing I got to add to my list is make a make a question sounder. That's what we gotta do.
Questions.
Let's start from the bottom. Patrick.Kitta.
Patrick.Kitta.
Worst car you've ever owned?
I haven't owned any bad cars. I don't know. I just haven't. I've loved them all. They've all been great.
That's the thing. Like, there's nothing I despise by any means. I like worst car I've ever owned was probably my Eclipse. Not for performance or fun reasons, just because it fucking broke down and like everything broke and had to fix a bunch of different shit. And I was young, obviously, so I had no clue what I was doing or whatever, and probably responsible for breaking it. But I think that's my worst one, and I put an asterisk on that because it really wasn't like terrible.
If I had to pick a worst car I ever owned, it's just like it's not because I didn't like it, but the first Mini Cooper I bought was like a $3,000 mechanic special with a blown clutch.
Yeah.
That had 80,000 miles on it, which you'd think be hardly anything, except it was 80,000 downtown Manhattan miles on it. It looked like it went through it looked like it came from the green zone in Baghdad. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
devastated. And it was the best car ever because it was literally, you could just smash it. Like, park it wherever you want. Someone door dings you, whatever. The car's trashed. It was gray with stripes and like a gold roof. I mean, it was, that thing was, I
Interesting
put big
color.
fog lights on it. It was super cheap. We got it fixed.
Oh my God, you put the pulley and the intake on it.
Yeah, everywhere you went. I mean, it was awesome, but like if you were looking at the cars I've owned, you'd see that and be like, that thing sucks. And it drove great. It was just absolutely fucking hammered, Bondo all over the place.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. And then it kind of put me down like a K-hole of minis for a little while, which I really liked. So
Yeah, because you had the Clubman too. That one was sweet.
the Clubman was sweet. Yeah. It was from the same guy too. But the Clubman was like a real upgrade. Because I paid so little money for that Cooper S. But yeah, first gen Cooper S's, man, I still really like those things. Awesome in the dirt too.
TD's just writes.
TDs.
Hardest part about being the best looking men in Rhode Island.
Well, that's the Rhode Island. All the other states are so goddamn close.
Let's see. Dent Patrol.
Dent Patrol.
He
Who's
just
Rob?
writes, shouts to Rob Dent Patrol. I'm sure you'll cover it, but the Top Gear / Chris Harris 992 GT3 video is such a good one.
So good, man.
I gotta watch it. Garrett Lee 393.
Garrett Lee.
Garrett Lee 393 and Buggy Will.
Oh.
Anyone checked on young Ben lately? And Buggy Will just writes YBU ?
I have not talked to Ben in a while.
I seen that he liked one of our posts.
Did he?
He did. Shouts to young Ben.
We should have
He's
him.
alive.
We should have him in for an interrogation.
We should probably try to talk to him at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
see what's going on.
We're gonna let
just
that
get a-
marinate a little.
Yeah,
longer.
we want an update. That's all. Kevin 401.
Kevin 401.
What's your favorite chain restaurant?
Favorite chain restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, I mean if we're going
I was
that
going to say
style,
fast food or
I think he's pulling this from a barstool post.
Well, I'm going.
Like,
I'm
from
in and
this
out,
morning.
man. In and out. Every
Because if
single
we're
time.
going like that, then yeah, it would be tough between Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out.
Well, locally Chick-fil-A because I
Oh,
can't
for
get In
sure.
and Out. But if I'm in anywhere with In and Out, I'm going to get it over Chick-fil-A.
In-N-Out burger, Chick-fil-A fries, and shake.
Oh wow.
I've never got a shake at Chick-fil-A.
Dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always get the Dr. Pepper.
I took a sip of one. My mind was blown.
what
shit.
flavor?
I just go
Chocolate.
OG. I go either chocolate or vanilla.
Bro, she had an awful the other day though.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
slaps.
Was on Monday? You had two of them?
What's that? No,
I know, it wasn't on Monday, I was with you.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Went for a ride in the car. Took took Amelia out. Man, we went out. The kiddos had some awful. They were cranked all day, man. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything. I don't really eat that much fast food. Obviously, Taco Bell's it's the fave. Like I could get it on the way home, but I stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
But it's I see a Crunchwrap Supreme, it's going down. But man, if I could go anywhere to get it, man, it's the one.
I'd say Taco Bell fast food, but like, yeah, I don't really have like there's not a chain restaurant like Chili's or Fridays or anything.
Oh, you want to do that? Outback.
Oh, Outback.
Awesome.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll just eat a couple bloomin' onions.
Oh,
Awesome
you know what?
blossom. That's just bullshit.
There's what do you call it?
That's
What's
that
the
bloomin'
awesome
onion.
blossom from?
That's from Chili's or some bullshit.
Okay, that's what
Is
it was.
either Longhorn or Outback?
I was
going
gonna
to
say
the other day.
there's a Longhorn near my office. That place brings it.
It
Sometimes go
smells
in
good.
there.
Outback hits, man. You go bloomin' onion. You get your sides. That's going to be that salad with $1,000 dressing, and you go prime rib every time. What's the
Yeah.
biggest one you got?
Don't do the prime rib. Don't.
I do it. We should definitely do a revival Outback
Trip?
Outback dinner.
Just invite
Were we
everybody.
supposed to have a pizza party?
Yes.
Canceled?
No, still gonna happen.
Awesome. Let's do it at Outback.
Yeah, that'll.
You guys mind if we eat this pizza in here?
Can we bring,
We need 3 bloomin' onions, and we're going to have this pie.
hope you don't mind. Let's see. Jojo Mark II.
Jojo Mark II.
He just writes, "Who else is ready for Chuck's little read in the new magazine? I don't think the world is ready."
Oh, man, that thing. Bit of a disaster.
He also writes, "Fuck, marry, kill, Cybertruck, E-Hummer, Bronco, not the sport." I'm marrying the new Bronco.
Yeah, I'm marrying the Bronco.
I'm gonna kill.
I'm fucking the Hummer because it's got Hummer in the name.
I'm gonna kill the Hummer.
I'm going to kill, what's the other one? Cybertruck?
Cybertruck.
Oh, wow. Never mind. I'm marrying Cybertruck. Fucking the Bronco. Killing the E-Hummer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's just no use for that E-Hummer.
Yeah.
It's-
There was some like breaking like news story that needed to be pushed to my Google News feed, and it was just like the E-Hummer doing the crab walk.
3 of
in-
them crab walking for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
but
at
it was
least-
like in traffic, and I was like, yeah, but like if there's no car next to you, you can just any car can just drive into that
Right,
lane. You don't
right.
need the
called
crab
turning
walk
at that point. Yeah, just go ahead, GM. Just make it ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Because that's how
Oh,
how
God.
the Tesla
Just
truck.
make it 13 inches wider.
Shouts
Yeah.
to anybody out there looking for an H1. We got a place where there is one.
We got a
currently.
guy.
We got a guy. Kevin401.
Can't afford one.
He just writes for Corey. Who is winning in this weekend's UFC main event?
Oh Jesus! You're gonna see a repeat of last time. So Kamaru Usman is gonna be, in my opinion, just too overwhelming for Masvidal. The only way Masvidal gets it done is if he knocks him out in the first 2 rounds. But I mean, Usman's got a hell of a chin on him, so it'd be interesting. I'm more interested in the Rose Namajunas and Wally Zhang fight.
There you have it.
There it is.
Riley Windsor.
Riley Windsor.
When will Ed's car be done?
When will Let's Car be done? Who's
Who
that?
the fuck is Ed? Yeah.
That's a good question.
That is an excellent question.
Friday, I'm gonna register it, so it will be drivable legally, but not for very far because there are no Radiator fans. So I'm hoping to do that soon. But then after that, it should be good to go.
All right. Hey, that's pretty good.
It rips, man.
Oh, I bet it rips.
Shouts to Pat. I had him screaming yesterday.
Big shout to Pat.
He's
Shouts.
freaking out.
Shouts to Pat and his screams. S14 OCP.
S14 OCP.
Have you
Big shout.
ever righty-tightied too much and it turned into a righty-loosey? Oh, yeah.
Have I ever
yeah.
not?
Oh,
Yeah.
snappy.
Yeah.
Snappy,
Yeah,
and never come
yeah.
offy. Yeah, whatever
I-
you want.
Yeah, weld the bolt to it.
I think on my BMX bike, way, it was my first. You know, the kids these days, they use the term rage quit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I righty-tightied too much on an axle or something, and it went snappy. And I remember taking the wrench and throwing it at the ground, and it proceeding to bounce back directly at me and hit me square in the face.
Yep. The rage quit stories I have a lifetime of rage
Yeah.
quits.
Just,
I remember rage quitting on a pirate ship Lego when I was a kid. I rage quit on a tire machine once, blew a hole in a door.
oh Jesus, that sounded like
Yeah, rage quit on a
Yeah.
lot.
some potential for catastrophe.
No, it was.
Uh,
Shouts to whoever rents that building now.
Tyler.Mark5.
Tyler Mark
Favorite flavor of chip?
Oh, Cool Ranch Doritos.
I don't know. Those. Have you experienced those? Whatever the hell those things are out there. The
No.
all seasons or whatever the fuck all season
fuck that.
tires. Though fully dressed. I don't know what the hell they are, but
Yeah.
those things are mad.
Are they the one?
Yo,
It's close
chicken
to it.
chips from the UK, man. Those roast chicken chips you motherfuckers have out there.
I never.
I don't
never tried 'em.
understand why we can't have cool flavors like that. I hate all the American flavored chips, man. But you get them roast chicken chips, roast chicken and rosemary chips. Whoo!
Good stuff.
Oh my god, man. They just have. They call them crisps. Haven't quite figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They're crispy.
their flavors are so. They're just next level, man. It's next level shit.
They call those crisp because they call the fries chips.
Sons of
I
I know.
think they took these ones down, but the Burger King used to have chips. I think they
What?
still have
Wow,
ketchup and
just
fries
mind
ones.
blowing.
The flame broiled ones.
Where do
bro.
where do you get them though?
Flame
At
broiled
Burger
chips?
They
King?
used to be at
Yeah,
gas
di-
stations like Shell's.
Really?
I've never seen those.
You gotta dip into
They're
Burger
like
King real quick.
ovals.
Maybe this is a Connecticut thing.
It could have been. They're really good. I haven't seen them in years.
Damn. All right.
Best flavor.
Let's see. Carla Pie.
Carla Pie.
Now that we have the cheese puff situation cleared up, Chewy Chips Ahoy or original?
Chewy.
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 I fucking
100%.
love Chewy.
I send
Chewy.
a.
I jam a whole sleeve in my mouth. Like,
Nah.
yeah. Dude,
Just a fucking foot of Chips Ahoy.
hit me with a fucking red pack of Chewies.
Yeah, the red pack Chewies.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Nah,
at.
original for this dude.
Yeah.
I want them to taste like they were made 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't need them to cut the roof of my mouth.
You're right. You
Those
could eat 'em.
chewies, they taste like the chemical that makes them chewy.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
do have a.
It's like
They do have a taste.
Like-
you let them
Ugh.
get to room temperature, like
almost.
maybe a little below room temperature.
where do you keep your cookies?
Well, some people put them in the fridge. I've heard that.
What?
Fuck
Yeah,
outta
people
here.
I've
put
not
them in the
heard
fridge. They
that.
like them cold.
And those
But-
people murder.
Yeah, but just like a little, like maybe
They can't be
just
trusted.
a little bit warm. Maybe they've been laying by your bedside.
Right,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sat on them on your way
Maybe-
home in your K car.
Yeah, they were in your
Yeah.
K car seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Shitting into them on the way home.
Exhaust runs right
It's
through
gonna be
it.
delicious when I get home.
they turn into pretty much cookie dough.
Okay.
Listen, Entenmann's, the little minis, you put them in the microwave for 30 seconds.
30 seconds? That's a lot of time.
You think, but
Oh, dude. But you wrong.
That's
I'm
a serious.
I'm bringing them next time.
it's a
All right.
fucking
Do we have a microwave?
Do we have?
We go next door.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
could
we
have
go.
Corey Fart on them.
nuke,
Yeah, put them on the core seat.
fucking nuke cookie.
Full of pizza. Boom.
S Dobbins
S.
_photo
Dobbins.
just writes,
Oh, man.
when y'all coming to California?
Dude, I'm going to go to Alabama now after that
I know,
video
the
tour of the
videos.
facility.
I know. Oh my God! Shout out to Sam. Sam went out of his way to include us in a nice little video call to show us some projects he's working on at a facility that he works at. Well, he doesn't work at that one, but for a
Part
company he
of.
works for.
Yeah, yeah.
And mind blowing.
Yeah, it's super
Mind-blowing.
cool. And what I think he posted it to his stories. What he's doing with the GoPro, I cannot wait to see it.
Did you see? He said how many miles of track there are in
Yeah,
the building.
It's absurd, absolutely absurd. But no, shouts to Sam. Let's see, last couple here. MF Mad Money.
MF Mad Money.
Will Chuck ever go for the land speed record of snowboarding?
I don't think so, man. I'm kind of old to do that shit. I'll go pretty fast.
What is the record?
Yeah, hit us.
I don't know.
What is-
Yeah, look that up while I'm reading these questions.
I think I think I'm way too thick to do that. You know what I mean?
All
A lot,
right
a lot of
places,
wind
baby.
resistance here.
126 miles an hour.
That is fucking mad.
Yeah, I have a no.
What?
That's insane. That must be the guy with the balls on the fucking four-wheeler.
Yeah, it's
too.
definitely the 4-wheeler guy.
Yeah, same guy.
Well, that guy was ripping.
Dude, if you caught an edge of that, look at that suit.
Look at that helmet.
Oh my God.
He
Never
looks
mind.
like a fucking land
I-
shark.
I'm back in.
Dude, look at that suit.
I seen guys that skis hit 72, and that was pretty wild.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that guy in the red suit fall? Insane. Grape Whistle.
Fucking love that name. Grape Whistle.
If you guys could do a this versus that with your own vehicles, which would you do? Fucking all of them. Get everything out there.
Yeah.
Send it
I'd
all.
like to race my 125, my 150 dirt bike versus my Mira.
That'd be good.
I
That'd be
think the
very good.
dirt bike would. I don't know actually.
Too
I
strong?
don't know.
I like to race
No.
my Mira versus Rick's Ruckus.
That'd be good.
Because Rick thinks his Ruckus is faster than the Mira, and there's just no way.
Well, it's going to beat it right now
That's-
because it's currently broken.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
It'd be a lot of fun combinations I could think of.
I'd like to do my like I'd like to do my X3M versus Shabby's car. We should have done that when we were on the thing.
Yeah.
Because the weight could put me to... Well, it was raining, which wouldn't have helped Shabby. And Shabby's car's a drift car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my X3M's faster than everything else besides the Skyline, probably.
I would. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
maybe the M5, maybe? It'd be a fun race. I don't know.
Last one, Hoffman.
Hoffman.
When will you guys ship to Canada? Excuse me. When will you guys ship to Canada again? Well, you can actually send an email to my wife, Tanya, at revivalmotoring.com, and she'll get you a quote. But we will be hopefully shipping internationally, certainly in the next go-round of magazines / pre-order for the next issue. But if you are interested in one now, just shoot her an email. She'll get you a quote of a few different options. You know, basically one with no insurance, no tracking, cheap as you can. You know, Russian roulette with shipping. One with tracking, and then one that's tracking.
And that goes for anywhere. Right?
That goes for anywhere in the world. Yeah.
If you're out of the States, just please send us a message, and we can definitely get it to you. We just don't want to do a one size fits all and have shitty either cheap shipping or expensive good shit. We'll give you options.
Exactly. Because that's like I can probably filter it all through the website at some point. We just did the launch and had a bunch of stuff going on. So it honestly, unfortunately, like we put the prices up there. It's embarrassing because we're asking people to pay $20 for a magazine and then $36 shipping, and we're not making money on that. That's literally like out the door just to get it to you. So it kind of sucks. We're looking at a few different options, few different online services to ship and things like that. But
can we just send a container of them
so
to
that's
Chris
exactly.
or somebody over there in the UK and then have them dispatch them?
That's probably the best distribution, if you will.
Because I think once you're in the UK, to ship to Europe's not a big deal.
Right. I think it'd be much cheaper. So essentially, we could ship a box of 50 or 100 over somewhere. They could hang on to them. Though it gets a little weird because we would still be doing everything stateside, and have to all the payment would be through that. So we have to with Shopify. One of the cool things now that I can do is set up multiple. We could almost set it up as a warehouse, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We could just say, "Yep, we have a warehouse in the UK, etc.," and then set it up out of there. It's just takes a little longer. To get all that stuff set up and doing it while the magazine's being pre-ordered and all that sort of stuff. I'm just like, I don't want to bite off more than we can chew and screw ourselves or anybody else for that matter. So
it'll be easier on the next one.
Long-winded answer, easier on the next one. If you're really interested in international shipping, Tanya at revivalmotoring.com. Or
we've done a few, right, already?
Yeah, we have
going?
a handful going. New Zealand, Australia.
Shouts to those guys.
Yeah,
Jesus.
there's a bunch. My wife actually put a cool story up today of the map we have in the office at home that shows all the international stuff that we've done previously. So it's cool. Yeah, we're just growing, take over the world. So that's where we're at. I think
Sweet.
It's going to do
Like,
it for
comment,
us.
subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, I have my little thing here. Let me read that because I don't know what to say off the top of my head. As always, thank you for listening. Do not forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of the other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, the Circle Jerks podcast. To visit our website for more information and advertising opportunities. Thank you very much.
One second. Before you hit that,
breaking news.
Before you hit that,
Breaking.
we had a new 5-star review.
Oh, did we?
I'm gonna
Did we
read it.
really? On
It's
on
from-
what?
Apple Podcast.
Okay.
It's from Bitsy Dude. It says, if you haven't listened to the Chuck System episode, then you are literally throwing away money at every time you buy a car, new or used. Listen to the podcast weekly for your automotive fill. Highly recommended. Boom. Shouts to you.
Big
Don't know
shouts,
who you
man.
are.
That's amazing.
Appreciate it. More 5-star reviews got to come our way because that helps us with the old algorithm bullshit that's going on out there.
Yep.
And leave great ones. We'll read them on here. We'll share your name and your little review you leave us.
Thank you very much for that review. We truly appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Thank you guys for listening.
Enjoy.
Later.
Have a lovely day. Be well. Happy birthday to my wife.
Live long.